What up? What up? What? I hate when I do that. What's going on, IS? Yeah, I'm late, man. I'm late. What up? What up? What? What? What up? What up? What up? Make sure I got the right mic on. Yeah. 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 What up, Cody? I know, man, I'm running a little bit behind. Just trying to organize. That's all. Just trying to organize. How's it going, bro? You driving tonight? Still trying to get over a cold, fellas. Don't mind me. Remember that. Fast cars save time. They do. They do. What's the word, people? What's the word? Really? Where you heading to today, bro? God is good. Oh my God is good. IS, what you get into this weekend, man? Back to Jackson? Man, that's your run, huh? Back and forth. You could probably do that with your eyes closed. Goodness. Jackson, Mississippi. You got to do what you got to do. Would you get into IS? What's your latest project there, Cody? No invites. I don't know why you say that. I sure sent them. Let me show you proof. God, the phone right there. I sent them. I sent them. I sent them. Got nothing? Y'all give me a second. Close up. Y'all give me a second, man. Why is it not letting me out? Oh, moment. Goodness, man, what is going on? Can't get it together. Let's see. Don't know why you got nothing, bro. I sent it at. Oh, Lord, did I send the wrong thing? Yeah, I did. Whoopsies. My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. Oops. I am not perfect, but my God is good. Oh, my God is something else. He is something like amazing. Excuse me. Get this here organized again. Sorry, guys, for the mishap. There you go. Sorry about that, bro.
I'm sure you are.
Just had green grapes. Now I want grilled cheese. I don't even understand that statement. Thank you, dear. You're not coming around and give me a hug and a kiss? I'm not getting a kiss. I'm not getting a kiss. That's a no. Why are you looking at the screen? Why are you looking at the screen? That's a no. Man, I tell you. But I appreciate you, though. I appreciate your ministry. I got Wendy's.
I got Cattleman's.
Did you really?
Yep.
You've been talking about that too. Uh-oh. New steering wheel on the way. Nice. That's right. They got a custom do it. Nice. You know, I wanted to do that to my 300 too. I watched a lot of videos, man, and I was ready. I was gonna take that liner down. I was gonna do suede, and I was gonna do all the pillars, A, B, and C pillars in the car, and then I was gonna put the Starlight ceilings in my 300. I was ready. And I was about to do. I was also most recently was going to do a dark material in the 300 because 300 had this light gray or tan or whatever in the interior. I was going to redo all that as well, but you know where we at with that. Oh well. What's going on, Raymond?
Not much.
We need to find a way to Uber Eats IS a grilled cheese.
We'll probably be having that tomorrow.
Grilled cheese.
Hopefully.
I see you looking around seeking approval.
Grilled cheeses or grilled ham and cheeses for dinner tomorrow night?
That sounds real good.
Doesn't it? She's giving me this look like, yeah, not happening.
Holly, play nice.
Did you hear that? Well, said play nice. Happy man, happy life.
There you go. Tell her again.
Happy man, happy life.
Yes.
She goes, you're trying to get me killed. Happy man, happy puppy, happy life.
There you go,
See,
brother.
Jax even stood up on the grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. So you need to take care of us, men, and grilled ham and cheeses.
Man, you out there hustling them sponsors, man. Don't get it, bro. The 300, I had 2, 3 with the 300. You over there rolling, man. Good on you. TD in the building. What up, TD?
What's going on, sir? Sorry, I got distracted by Jax for a second.
TD, you never told me how you guessed the car, man. How'd you guess the car, man? You're the only person that called it. And you knew. How'd you know? How did you know
Probably because you talked about that one more than any other one.
Not to everybody. Not on live. I talked to you.
I didn't say nothing.
I talked to Show. I talked to Sean. But I talked about both of them equally, pretty much.
Mm,
I did. It's when I started landing at the end where I started going.
oh, yeah.
Maryland in focus. Actually, I felt like I was leaning towards the other one more than anything.
Oh, yeah, I found out something interesting a little bit ago.
What's that?
Remember that white GTR we went to go look at?
Yeah.
They dropped the price down to 81 on it, and someone actually bought it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you they called the company that tuned it. Got some research. Well, if they was able to find out.
Yeah, like I said, they couldn't even tell us anything on it.
Yeah.
He couldn't even tell me if it was E85 or 93.
I had to go and find out. Remember, I went and researched.
Yeah, you ran the VIN on it and found it out.
Mm-hmm. And you're right, TD. It did. It checked all the blocks and some. Like it has extra stuff that I'm gonna be filming this week about the choices and why I made that decision. That car is just, man, it's just
It's
so
awesome.
cool. It is just so cool, man. And those who have them, you know, I didn't know. I'm just going to tell you, I didn't know at all, but now I do. Okay. Man, we're going to have to make a stop and get some of that meat.
Some T-bones and ribeyes and prime ribs.
Get that hook up. This is the Gen 3. That's Gen 4. But let me tell you, this thing is something else. I really do appreciate it, man. It's a good car. So far, I've been enjoying the crap out of it.
I still think that's an understatement, but okay.
Yeah. It's man, it's fun. Although it's an SUV, I have tried corners in that thing that I do only in the vet, and that thing has not failed. That thing sit flat and take corners. Like I'm like, what?
Now you see why I love driving the SRT Jeep so much for what it was.
Did that thing corner like that?
Oh yeah. That thing, I was shocked on how well that thing cornered. I went out towards Hampshire and Gilbert's on some of the back roads just to play around. Huh?
What wheels were on there? Oh.
20 by 10s all the way around. I was running 295s.
Hey, Cody, I got to show you this, man. So I was just about to go in here and check something out in Facebook, and look what it showed me. You're going to love this. Yeah, bro. 2 years ago. Wow. When I post these photos.
Yeah, you gotta love Facebook memories. I get irritated sometimes.
This is me and Three's car. This is when we met up in we were in River Ridge. Man, look at this thing, bro. It did. That's 2 years ago, bro. 2 years. This thing was very impressive, man. This thing got up and scooted. You hear me? I am so mad. That I don't have that footage. This thing got up and scooted. Appreciate you though, bro, for trusting me with your beast. For real. Appreciate you. Man, 2 years ago. It does seem like yesterday. Seemed like yesterday. Wow. Hey. I do not. I have all seasons on there, and I think I might be all right with them all seasons, man. Real talk. Mr. I.C. Envy in
You are
the
not all
building.
right with those all seasons.
Just be coming in on random. What you say?
You are not all right with them all seasons.
I'm good with them all seasons. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What's going on?
We just do a little bit of sideways.
Oh man.
Man, I wish I could as well, man. I wish I could as well. I was just showing them you know how the Facebook give you the memories, their show.
Mm-hmm.
The memories that pop up was when I posted pictures of Cody's car, me and Three's car, after I went out there and drove it.
Yeah.
Let me show you. I'm gonna have to repost these just so that we can go it on memorialize this thing. This beast. This sucker was nice, man. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job with this one, man. But you are, you know, yeah. Only because I know this one personally. You killing it with that gray monster, that gray well over there. So I can't say nothing, man. You doing your thing. I can't wait to see where you fit, where you land completely. Because I'm impressed every day. I'm not gonna hold you. Really? God, I guess I maybe I have to consider that, man. Get me some get me a snow setup, man.
He ain't ready for that. He is
not ready for that.
You're not ready for that.
Not ready for what?
It's a whole
snow
different
tires
animal with snow tires in the snow.
Why would not be ready for snow tires in the snow?
I said that car is a whole different animal with snow tires in the snow.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you probably drive respectful, you know. You got that,
exactly.
old senior citizen in you that
never break the law, try to stay under 55, you know.
Nah, I'm trying to drift, spin out.
Sideways.
Act like I'm in GTA on the actual street.
Going sideways.
You know what I'm saying? When the snow come down, all rules go off.
Man,
that's like legal permission to drift, because you could just blame it on the like, hey, I didn't.
That was Ray. Every time it snowed, he was out there sideways in that car. Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? That's a great question. Let's start with the first truck.
The Trailblazer SS.
Yep, that's then go into the Dodge.
To the Ram, yeah.
The Ram. Then we can go into the
STI. The STI.
And the TI. STI. SRT and the TI. All of them. You're out there going sideways.
Ray, I commend you.
Thank you, sir. At least someone appreciates my stupidity.
The only one you didn't do that in is the Ram that's in front of that house right now.
No, I did last year.
We just need time. We need time and opportunity. That's all we need.
You didn't talk about it much. Not like the rest of them.
No, because I had a couple crud moments. Yeah.
Show,
sir.
I picked up the phone to call you twice, and I put it down.
Okay, I'm not mad
'Cause
at
I
you.
did not want to rub it in, but it was a good weekend.
I already heard from Ray, man. You know,
He told me. He told you. I was like,
you know
let
what?
me call and let him know. I'm like, man, I can't do this. I
You
don't
know
want
what?
to rub it in.
I'm gonna say this to you. It felt better coming from Ray. He seemed like he had empathy in his voice.
Well, 'cause I tried to call you Friday night show to see if you were going to be going or not.
Honestly, I told you I was. Yeah, it wasn't good. I literally Friday night.
I'm not even lie to you. When I called and asked him, he was being admirable because he was doing something for his family. He still sounded frustrated.
Yeah, I was like, it's not the decision I want to do, but it's the right decision to make.
Ray, he was getting short with me. He was still frustrated.
Like, I wasn't getting short, but I'm just like, yeah, I know y'all gonna have fun. I can't make it. It's like, it's ain't no point entertaining this conversation. I can't make it. Like, we meet is I can't make it.
So Greg hit me up. He sent me the picture, and he reiterated how much fun he and D had again, and looking forward to cruising in the future. Yada yada yada. I said, man, I had a wonderful time. I said, my guy Ray, he had a blast. I said, Ray doesn't get out and do those type of things all the time. A lot, hardly ever.
That's what made me really hate I didn't go.
I know, right? You finally get a chance to get out there and cruise with him like that.
Ray was like,
And it worked out to where I had the day to where I could do it.
right. So yeah.
Well, you just owe me next year with coming out with us on one then. An extra one, I should say.
Well, depending on what he has.
Right.
We got to wait and see what he gets and see if he actually can go out and run.
He can. I got 2 cars.
I can't run, man.
And honestly, he still
it.
can, because you can jump in that BMW and hang with us. I'll give you a BMW to drive.
I'm gonna be a film guy and somebody passenger seat because I can't run next year.
I'll throw you the keys to the Z.
I'm just going for
I'll
the
let you take the
experience.
ZL1.
Where is Nikki when you need her?
Right. I am just going for the experience. Right. I am just going for the experience.
So just meet me at my house in the morning. You can take the ZL1. We're good.
Like I said, I am just going for the experience, man.
Or
I've been going back and forth on that all the
you
last.
can sit and be comfortable, open up that big roof and run in that doggone BMW because it can do it. It can hang.
Yeah, making me think about putting a blower on the truck to keep up with you.
You'll have to.
I almost thought I had some, but man, I'm too picky. I'm starting to realize it's not really a good option out there for me right now.
I talk to Ray about this almost every day. Ray, what do I say? Man, I cannot wait for this dude to make a decision.
Oh, dude, yep. I'm the rabbit hole king. I'm like, I am the worst person to go car shopping for.
I'm like, God,
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty bad too. I mean,
you want me to take you on the trip? You want me to take you on the trip?
Ray.
You want me to take you on the trip?
He is.
He's worse than me.
Yeah,
Ray, I'm the worst.
Yeah, he's the worst.
So, I'm just gonna give you a slight preview. I'm gonna give you a slight preview. What's up, AB? I'm gonna give you a slight preview.
AB, hold on. I've been running around the house with my shout out to my brother AB. Good looking out, AB.
Hey, he waving that. Hey, he waving that flag like it's the memorial for the BMW. Like it's the last hoorah.
I am in the M family.
But
I still got to get jumped in though.
Right. But no, so I'm gonna take you on a quick run, Ray. This is gonna be real quick. This how simple my mind works. So this all started because I wanted something different. So I started looking at what McLaren's, right?
Right.
So I started out with a budget range of $140,000. What happens with the budget? I can't find a car that performs and has a good sound system.
Zeus done got you spoiled.
Got me spoiled. And I
Mhm.
didn't feel like jumping from a C8 to a Z06 is really a big enough change to justify the money. So
Right.
so I spiraled down where it's like, okay, since I can't find a car I'm happy with to commit a four-figure payment to, let's make a better decision. Let's transition out the car into something more luxurious because I like luxury.
Which is right up your alley.
So I start going down that road. So I just started looking at more luxury cars. I drove the Mercedes GT or AMG GT, and I wasn't impressed. But then I saw another one later on down the line that was really nice, red, black, price range. But I'm like, I'm buying this. I really ain't happy about the car. I just like the look of this car. So if I buy it, I know
I'm
Bentley
sorry.
GT.
I just read what TD read.
I'm telling you, this the rabbit hole, TD. This the rabbit hole.
It's
So
a
I
big
jump.
rabbit hole, man.
I
And
jump
you
on.
know what the sad part is? I understand the rabbit hole, so it's very scary.
Yeah, so it's like I look at the LG
It is
GT, I
very
bounce
scary.
over, to the Lexus LC because it has the luxury, but then I'm like, it's not enough performance.
Not
It's like I'm
enough
stepping
power.
back into performance.
I
So
can
then
tell
I
every statement you make. Go ahead.
right. So
NSX,
so then right. So now I go to
Got-
NSX. I'm like,
got the
but it,
look,
yeah.
got the doors, not enough
So
power.
so I spin around and say, you know what? I really don't want to keep driving my cars all across country anyway because I'm going to be traveling to these car shows, and I've been talking about getting a truck. So let me start looking at trucks. I'd step back from the performance for like a year and a half, buy something I can pay off within 18 months, and then jump back into a sports car because I feel like the Corvette has crippled me from being happy with another sports car. So I started
It
looking at
leads you at a disadvantage, that's for sure.
Escalades.
Yep,
And I'm
Escalade.
like,
You had me looking
yeah,
at Escalade.
right. I'm like, yeah, it's not enough technology. So I jumped to Range Rovers.
Yep.
Then I get into Range Rovers and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cap myself at 40,000. But then as I started looking at 40,000, I didn't like the miles. So I bumped it up to like 45. When I started getting to 45, I started seeing high mile SVRs. So I'm like, maybe I can look for a lower mile SVR. So I bumped myself back up to 55,000. Then I'm like, SVR puts out 575 horsepower. Let me look at what else in that range. So I started looking at Jaguar SVRs. We started talking about the Ford STI and the modifications you can do that. Then I started looking at BMW X5. So I was looking at S5Ms when he was looking at X5Ms. And next thing you know, I'm back at 60 grand. And now I'm at 60 grand. I'm like, what can I get for 60 grand?
You done settled yourself at 60 grand.
Right. So I done went back all the way back up to 60 grand. So I started looking at
AB sent you a cane. Don't be crippled, bro.
so I start looking back at the luxury coupe aspect,
That
and
man is crazy.
and then I bumped myself back up to 65, 70. So I'm like, I'm back in there. Well, I might as well get some performance. And then I start the rabbit hole off, and I'm like looking at Bentley Continental GTs, Bentley Continental Flying Spurs.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm so far, like I said, I like so much. It's easy for me because now I'm looking at what the most I can get for the money I'm willing to spend. And I had to reel myself back down and say, look, either I'm going all in on the sports car, which I can't decide which one I want. So then I'm gonna get to this part in a second. Or then I go back to let's just get the truck and stay under the 40 range so I'm not gonna pay off within 18 months to 2 years. So then I'm playing with that. Then I find Mustang GT 650 wheel horsepower with a co-charge on it. So I'm like, oh, I might can do this. I go look at the car, no leather interior. I was like, I can't do that.
I don't even know why you thought about looking at a Ford. There's nothing inside a Ford that looks luxurious. Nothing.
No, but I was like, oh,
Well,
it's
the
a performance
Explorer
car.
STs, those things I like those. I was eyeing those for a
Ford
bit.
Mustang, not in the Ford Mustang. It does not look luxurious.
Yes, but like I said, but in the midst of all that, I did leave out looking at the GT 350. I did leave out looking at like a Jaguar
Oh my
L
God.
Type R. Like, dude, like I said, I've been all around Porsche.
Well, have you looked at like M5s or the Lexus LFA?
Look, I don't looked at the M5s, the M3s, the Cadillac CTS-V, the Audi RS7. I started looking at because I went back up to the setting rack. Started looking at Audi RS, the RSQ8. Dude, I've been, like I said, I'm circulating because but nothing is really making me say, that's it. And that's
Well,
the
you look at a Trackhawk, Hellcat
I don't want
Durango.
to shoot nobody.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
trying
Good
to
point.
I
trying
went down that rabbit hole as well.
I'm trying to balance my line to get in heaven, man. I ain't trying to just,
Trackhawk was on my list. And
yeah, I found the nice one, but I'm just like, I don't
I
want
found
to
a
shoot
couple of
nobody.
nice ones, but do I really want to shoot somebody? Do I really want to shoot somebody?
So
And
yeah.
listen, it was a blink of an eye. I didn't last on the Trackhawk road for very long. I think
Dude, I last on that road for I was gonna say 30 minutes.
That was it.
30 minutes, maybe.
I think I lasted like 2 days when I was on my kick.
So yeah, I'm just
one good search and then I was out. I'm like,
there's some nice ones out there, but I'm just like, I just can't. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh, I saw some dope specs.
Yeah,
I found some really nice specs that I really like that I thought would be great, would be a great addition. I just couldn't. It wasn't there. And so when I think about your journey, and we've talked about this, so let me just go back for y'all, man. I remember when the number was 30. And it was the Escalade, right?
Yeah.
So he was real comfortable with that idea. He knew exactly what he can get. Everybody can sit comfortable in the truck. He can pull that Escalade, pull at 9,500 pounds or whatever. Pull anything with it, and you good, right? And it holds a water tank.
That was the running joke.
Right. And I'm like, it was so impressive. He had me looking at him, and I started looking at Cadillacs heavy. I was like, Ray, I'm thinking about Cadillacs now. Ray was like, oh, yeah, I think you look great in a Cadillac. I was like, man, let me look, boom, 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 boom. One thing I know about me, I'm going to modify. And if I got more power out of a Cadillac, one of the biggest challenges I would get, although I will put decent money under the hood to get the power that I want, I would probably spend equally amount of money to put bigger brakes on this thing. Like, man, I don't know if I want to do all that. Right? You got to be able to stop that big monster once you get it up to speed, right? So I'm like, you know what? Nope. Pulled out a Cadillac. And he was still looking at it for a while. But then next thing you know, you got to understand, I heard from him. I got a $30,000 budget. I'm not trying to go over 30,000. Next thing you know, he was, yeah, man, I'm trying to stay under 45. So 45. How do we get to 45? I'm like, all right. And I just went with it because I'm thinking maybe he adjusted. Man, that fool said, man, if I could just stay under 60, I'd be happy. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I said, listen, no, I kind of went with it. I was still going. And then he said, if I could get something that matches what I'm paying for Zeus, I'm like, stop. I thought you said you wanted to pay less. Why are you trying to pay what you're paying right now? That is not going to put you in a better situation. You got to pay less. You got to cut the budget. I'm like, bro, come on. You remember when you said that? If I could just find something that ain't it. What are you doing?
I was like, I'm right back where I'm at. But the thing is, I couldn't even find nothing to replace him with that would make me happy. And that's what started the whole drop in the first place, because I'm like, here's the logic behind it. I just go grab something for 30 grand.
You're not looking for, you got to also remember, when we started this conversation, when we was talking about Cadillacs, it wasn't trying to find a replacement for Zeus, because the replacement for Zeus came next fall.
Correct.
You were finding something that will satisfy you until then.
Correct.
In your head, you decided to make this a replacement. Nothing you get right now is supposed to replace Zeus. It's only going to be temporary.
But this is what happened. So
Mr.
I told myself
in the building, salute family.
What's going on? I told myself that if I'm going to pay it off, it's something I want to keep. And
that's where you landed.
And
now we just had that conversation though.
Right. So I'm just like, so the Cadillac was cool, but I'm looking for a very specific spec. Like I want the white diamond spec. I want the captain chairs in the back. Yeah. I really want and you rarely see them. It's like a white leather truck. I found it and then it got sold, and that's what like knocked me off of it. So it's just like, yeah, I'm looking for a very rare space. I was like, let's just open. Yes. I even looked at the H2, but I was like,
Listen, I didn't dart. Look, I don't know how many times I done sent them the H2s over at Illinois Motors. I sent you H2s from
That's
that dealership closer to
that's how I
your
got on
house.
the Range Rover. That's how I got on the Range Rover. I'm like, if I'm gonna spend the money asking for the H2 at Illinois Motors, I might as well get something more up to date with more technology.
But here's also the key. What if you read the last 5 words in that statement? It is not supposed. 6 words. Temporarily. Just till you figure it out. That's all you gotta do. It ain't gotta be perfect. It's gotta be good enough.
So here's the thing with that, TD.
But you landed in that space where you talk about you want to keep it. So that kind of makes you start thinking about, okay, I gotta have everything in it that I want because we keeping it.
Well, if I get an H2 TD, I'm gonna dump money into it to make it what I want. I don't want an H2.
That same thing about that doggone Range Rover.
Yeah, but the Range Rover I figured be cheaper. Because here's the thing. If I get an H2.
What up, Lefty? Lefty in the building. What's up?
What up, sir?
H2, what's going on, Lefty? I'm getting the H2. It's going to be followed by some 26s. It's going to be followed by a re-interior do. I got to make sure I get a good one with the engine and trans and so forth.
Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all because you still got to show them before you tell it all. You can't tell them and build it at the same time. So it's gonna have music. It's gonna have interior. Yes. It's gonna be on big wheels.
It's gonna
you're gonna throw money into it.
I'm gonna throw money, which defeats the purpose of me getting the next car. So that's why I say I have to be mindful of that because it's going. Yeah, let that
Hey, Lefty, he love them things too. He love them. He love those things, man.
So yeah,
they only lease a Range. Now I think if he
takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, he's gonna probably get it and go get that warranty and then enjoy it.
So I'm gonna be real with you. If I get a Range Rover, I'm gonna prove all y'all wrong. This is definitely gonna be a channel car because I'm gonna just say bargain or bust. Is it a great deal? I ain't putting no warranty on it. We gonna ride and die with this thing for 18 months and see how it roll.
Ooh, let's talk about the risk here.
I'm just saying we're gonna ride and die with this thing and see how it roll.
Let's talk about the risk here. You did say you try to get another car after this, right? You're not everything.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna give it all to you now, but I got a philosophy when I buy Range Rover. It's worked out for me in the past, so I put it in the video, and we gonna, like I said, we gonna ride and die by it. I think my Range Rover will be more reliable than your BMW.
Oh Lord, I don't know. I wouldn't make that statement. I think we need to bet another steak dinner on it. I'm just saying.
Well, let me get one first, and then we'll ride out with that steak. We'll see. But I strongly believe.
Nah, he's not getting nothing brand new, man. He gonna build it.
But they say if you build it, they will come.
They will come, brother.
So
of course, Lefty said, just go and get you a G body, man. What you doing?
The problem with the G body, I'm gonna have to dump money into it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'm looking to have a G body on this channel is gonna be Ray.
I'm trying to get something that will have me modified the least.
Living dangerously. Definitely living dangerously. We gonna listen, man. I don't know if I'm gonna sneak in a room and whisper in somebody here to say, make sure he get a warranty. Bro, those Rangers, man. Golly.
But you know what's funny?
They got some history, bro.
All BS aside, the last Range Rover I had, I did get a warranty. And
he looked at Porsche. Porsche was on his list as well.
Yeah, it was. But I did get a warranty, and the warranty kind of paid for itself at the end. But I wasn't even driving it then. So, and I'm mentioning like this, the Range Rover was the second longest car I've ever got.
The only way that Range Rover gonna be reliable if you LS swap it.
Nah, bro.
Hey, well, if I swap the Camaro, I'll have a full LSA setup for you.
Sitting there waiting for you, bro. Just sitting there waiting for you.
Like I said, we
Fresh
gonna have
blower
fun
and everything.
We're gonna have fun with this one. I'm gonna show y'all how you can trust in the Range.
Just let you know.
See, look, y'all forcing me to a Range Rover now just to prove y'all wrong.
I'm gonna tell you, BMWs can be unreliable when people don't do what they're supposed to do.
Correct.
Just the normal maintenance and accelerated, because BMW wants you to change your oil every 10,000. Change it every 5,000. You will not have a problem. All BMWs go through starvation. That big motor drinks oil.
We
So
got
you
Euro
have
Auto
to make
Enthusiast
sure
on
you
here.
start
I
that.
think he may have a second opinion on that, because I mean, the
Who that?
reliability. Euro Auto Enthusiast, he's still on here.
Hey, the stuff that he did, but you also
He went down a rabbit hole.
If you watch this last video, there's another factor that comes into that level of reliability than what happens with that car. It's the driver mod.
Yeah, I'm just
Always
saying.
remember, there's a
I'm just
driver
saying.
mod.
I'm just saying, you know, like he may have a different opinion on more to complement the reliability statement.
TD said that's the only way it's gonna be reliable. And let's swap it.
I got to get the V8 supercharged. I'm not even looking at all the other.
Or Hellcat swap it.
Nah, man, ain't nothing reliable about a Hellcat.
Dude, I had 121 track passes on mine. Not one problem.
Yeah, it also had less than 7,000 miles.
Yeah, but 121 track passes, at least 15 9-second passes on it.
Hey, we're gonna rub the oil right across the top of the Range Rover hood.
But also, it was touched by Cetera. That's a whole nother ball game. You'll have to get it touched by Cetera to trust that car to do that.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, we gonna find something, man. I done gave myself a.
So you said the Sport
January 15th cutoff.
You are looking at SVR.
That's the thing, man. See, that's the other issue. It's like I feel like if I go SVR, I feel like if I go SVR, I'm gonna beat the crap out this truck, and it's gonna defeat the purpose. And if I stick to the
SVR story, would you like to hear SVR story?
Honestly, that was come back in the picture too. Just to be real with you, only because of the color.
Would you like to hear SVR story?
Yes, please. Let's hear SVR story.
Who is this?
Ray gets rid of his car before the second oil change.
Hold on. Hello, this blood.
Trying to get Jax right now to go outside, and all he's wanting to do is run around like he's on.
For Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I know. That's what that is. Going for that heifer. Out of your mind.
I already knew what it was.
So let's talk about the SVR story. Ray, you ready?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
So we get ourselves on our way back, and we cruising. We weren't even doing anything too spiritedly, making our way across to Madison. We weren't on 90. I think it was on 32 or something. I can't remember what road we was on. Making our way
39?
back. 39 was it?
I believe so.
Man, this doggone SVR Jag come blowing by us like we were standing still. This dude was hauling. I'm like, nope, the car. I said, look at this disrespectful son of mama. So we had to go and give him a greeting. So Ray and I cruised up. When we caught up, we got some open highway, and he was up there, kind of putting along. And we dropped down and just went at him. Man, I blew past that dude. Then he got on his gas and he tried to keep up. He just kept getting smaller and smaller. And Ray was right there behind me. So we like this, just kill it. And I could see Ray right there on me. Boy, that Jaguar was getting smaller, and he was trying. You could tell he was trying to keep up with us.
And his face when he saw me pop up, and he wasn't expecting that one.
So when he caught up, like when we slowed down after I done gave him the business, I ain't got to do it no more. He know what's happening over here. So I just started cruising. We started cruising, excuse me. And when he came up next to me, he pulled up. He was like, all right, bro, it was nice. Good run. And then there was the Tesla.
So you say scratch the Jaguar SVR off the list.
Straight off the list.
See, this
straight
is
off the list. Then there was the Tesla. So the Tesla wanted to play not from a dig, of course, from a roll.
That's not going to be his favor.
Not gonna work for him. He can only get me from a dig. He cannot touch me from a roll. We took off from a roll. We were straight. We was stayed on. We was dead on. Then he started fading and fading and fading. Ray and I just pulled away. Just pulled away from him. He was small. It was like, okay, we done with him. Don't have to do anything else with him. We had a couple of victims. We had to let those things eat, man. The Z's were hungry, so we let the Z's eat. You got a little munch in. Then we headed home. That was fun. And then Ray won't get his butt home and get a doggone exhaust. Like, why you need an exhaust, Ray? Why you need an exhaust, Ray?
He said he got to be a true Corvette owner.
Yeah, here we go. He heard Zeus screaming. He's like, oh.
More crackles than pops.
There you go. You do have a nice sound though, coming a crackle of pop coming out of there. That ATAC is really gonna accentuate that. It's gonna sound real good.
Yeah, I remember when Ford Ornament was terrible.
Huh?
Indian guys took over and they said it's better.
You clearly need some sensitivity training.
I'm really glad Holly wasn't listening. Holly doesn't know I ordered the exhaust.
Oh my God, were you near?
I was putting Jax's leash away right next to her.
Oh my God. She didn't hear, did she?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If she did, she would have raised right up and you would have heard yelling.
Okay. It was horrible under Ford. But like he said, or was insinuating, it's the Indians now problem.
But don't forget either. After we split, I ended up having to sit because of that dude in that 05 or 06 Impala trying to outrun 5 cop cars that lost control and crashed.
Oh, you had that on your ride home. I had back roads, so we split off. I hit these back roads. That Tesla got off with me, but he didn't go the same direction. And I had back roads. I got to cruise a little bit more on them back roads all the way home. It was a good ride. He had to go play with cops in a doggone Impala trying to run from the cops. Nah. Look, you see what TD say, right? Ray get rid of his cars before the second.
No, I'm already on my. I think I'm already on my 4th or 5th on the truck.
He said Ray don't believe in repeat maintenance.
I got to change this all again. Good Lord, I need to get another car. This is ridiculous. It's time for another car.
People used to say
well, I mean, I probably should sell the Vet. That way, resale value, because it's only since I rolled 12,000 miles. I don't want it to depreciate with value.
Here we go. Now you taking the words from that guy you met today, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's a Corvette guy. Like, you can't put more than 12,000 miles in your car in 6
God.
years.
He met.
No, well, after the show, after the car wash this morning, went to the gas station. All that was getting gas.
It was a good run too.
Guy gets out of. Well, he had Prius. He was just like, I like your Vet. What year is it? I'm like, it's a 15 Z06. He was like, how many miles are on it? I'm like, I just broke 12,000, put like 580 miles on it over the weekend. And then he starts going and telling me that that's too many miles in a weekend to put on it, that I've already destroyed the value of the car by the aftermarket wheels, with driving it, that I should do Corvette owners a favor and just sell the car. And so I turn around, just did a monster burnout at the gas pump and left. Get down, get to the next light. I hear a horn going off. I look over, it's a woman in a BMW. So I rolled my window down and I was just like, yeah. She goes, I just wanted to let you know that was awesome what you said to that guy, and my son appreciated you doing the burnout. And I looked in the back seat, saw her like 7-year-old son. He's giving me the thumbs up and all that stuff.
Bro, kids love those vets, bro. Kids love that vet, man. For real. Let me tell you, Mr. Johnson, I don't know if have you seen Alex's video, Legit Street Cars video on what he did to that Taurus? Something to think about. And I know they're quick already. Man, he made his really quick. And then he gave it to his father-in-law really quick.
So, TD, to be honest with you, I've taken a page from AB's book. I don't really even think about it like that. I just
I
try
do.
to have fun.
I do.
No, I do too. But I
Man,
try
them
to
people
have
gonna
fun.
be they gonna be depressed.
Nah,
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna go
They're
pick
not
up
gonna
my.
even. They're gonna be booing and hissing all the time.
I'm gonna go pick up my what you call that? My other friend followers, because like the thing. So this is what I should say. Like the thing about when I had the last Range Rover, I did all the off road Range Rover events. I just didn't have a YouTube channel, so I enjoyed
That would be
riding.
so much fun.
I enjoyed riding a truck through the mud, going across trees,
That
up
would be
hills,
super fun.
doing all the stuff that the Range Rover was designed to do, because they actually have, like, when you buy a Range Rover, you go to Land Rover, sign up, and like 3 times a year they do meet and like Range Rover
They have an
outings.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
that outings. Yeah.
And I actually enjoy doing that stuff, and I have fun doing it. I think that would be a different look.
I
For
think
the
that is a
channel as
different
well.
look, man. You'll
And
add. You'll
plus, I
bring
want to play
those
off-road a little bit.
off-roaders to the channel.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
down
saying.
with you. Although you would think Zeus got a bigger pull, that Jeep, man, has so much love. It's crazy how when I was doing stuff on that Jeep, people paid attention. That Jeep, heavy. One of the longest, best running videos I had was the Jeep video until I did that that Chevy SF.
But TD, I'm gonna tell you something else too, though. A lot of our people are broke. So what tends to do very well with the channel is when like, regardless of whatever I own, when it becomes what people consider affordable, which is like 45 and less,
Mm-hmm.
the views start to pick up. So like all my Mercedes videos, when that S coupe start hitting 45 grand, them videos start taking off, because now everybody feel like they afford what they can get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now they want to know all the information on the cars. They're looking for videos. My S coupe videos do. I got 3 S coupe videos that on average do about 150 views a week, which is crazy because I have owned that S coupe since 2019.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yeah, so you seen it, man. Listen, I know what those SHOs, and they got what's your boy name? He lives out here that got the SHO.
Black SHO.
Black
that's not my
SHO.
boy.
Yeah,
Hey, Show, have you thought about his C63?
Actually, I don't like the C class nothing.
Gotcha.
I did a C63 for like a hot second. Like, honestly, to be real with you, I was even looking at like CL's 63s, like the V12.
Cool.
I couldn't find one. I was looking at the S coupe, the S63 for a V12. I found one. They want like 100 for that thing still. So it's just like, I was looking for like some, I even started looking at SLs for the V. They don't really make the V12 and SL no more, and then it's hard to even find a V8 in that thing.
No.
So
you
I was
looking. They're out there. It's just
they're out there, but they're that or the miles are high.
Yeah.
So it's just like, because like I said, I don't know if I put that 60,000 mile disclaimer out there closer to 40, but so it's like I'm looking for like the solar eclipse, so everything just line up right.
Yeah.
So
that's well, I had a narrower search, so I wasn't as confused when I was looking for what I was looking for. So when I think about all the stuff that was on my list, and I did bounce, I started off with SUVs. The Bronco was on my list at first, and then it kind of got faded because I know I wanted something that was going to be fun, equaling more power, speed, performance, not just off road. I also, when I did kind of shift from the SUVs and started looking at other cars, I started looking at RS7s. I started looking at R6s. I mean, S6s. I started looking at RS7s, S7s. I was looking at. I briefly looked at the SUVs. If I had to go with it, it would have to be the RSQ8, and I'm not paying that much money for that SUV. It's just not gonna happen. Not for a daily, not for what I want to use it for and plan on doing with it. The Audis, it had to be the car out of those two. I did look at a couple of Mercedes-Benz wagons because of all-wheel drive. I looked at the M5s because of all-wheel drive. But what pulled me away from the cars was I still wanted towing capability.
Yep.
That was the one thing that pulled me away from the cars was the towing. But everything else that I focused on, it had a V8. It was either supercharged or it was twin turbo. So I kind of focused on something with full stare and a big motor. A lot of excitement, Raymond.
I agree. So
I only had a 2-hour nap earlier. Ryan
that's
woke me up at like 4 when he called me. So
Oh, that sucks. Only 2 hours. Dang it. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah. You make up
okay,
for it.
Annie.
Like I slid that across the floor, call you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, you haven't dropped any more lids in the trash can, have you, Lloyd?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That felt so clumsy. That was so weird. I'm sitting here trying to get my little energy drink together for that ride home. Mind you, it didn't really feel like it that much, but it was like almost a 3-hour drive, right? It was fun. I had a good time. Just over 2 hours, not 3 hours. We had a good drive, but I'm like, man, after going there and walking this place for like 4 hours, and then now we got to drive back home, I'm tired. I'm like, golly, let me get me an energy drink. Grab an energy drink. I grab me a cup of ice. I'm like, I'm gonna pour this in here. I'm sip on this for the ride. I'm getting there and I'm taking taking the top off, and I'm pulling it off and flipped. It came off, and somehow it flipped out of my hand, and it just flipped to the air and perfectly fell directly in a trash can. Like, how does that happen? Like, I'm not gonna get that. I'm good. I'm so glad I had that cup, man. I had a cup in the car, but how does that fall in the trash can? I couldn't do that twice if I wanted to. My goodness. That drive we had was actually pretty cool. Again,
Oh yeah,
no complaints about the drive. The drive was dope going down. Drive, it was really nice coming back. Got to stretch the legs, knock off some carbon. Good old Italian tune-up on the way back, and a bit going too. Ducking as many rocks as I could that was thrown up from Ray, but you know,
hey, I was trying to avoid what's coming back at me.
Yeah,
but it was a good ride. The place that we went to was House on the Rock. Man, it was one of the most interesting things I've ever seen in my life. It is, if you have never been, you just got to prepare yourself.
Yeah, avoid the doll room.
I gotta
This
jump off for a second. I'll be back.
All right, this thing is so wow. Like, it's wow. It's like wow. There's so many different rooms. This originally was somebody's house, and this guy, with his eclectic brain and everything that he put together a house that was just, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And it's like museum style. Like, he created all this stuff in his house, like he had museums in his house, like libraries of stuff, like carousels and what? Man, this dude's brain is something else. I could tell you that. I don't know how he thought about half the stuff that he put together.
Yeah, I will never go back into that doll room again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's that, man, that was a long walk. I don't know if I want to make it to the doll room again. It's like a big maze.
It was so great how you kept getting people freaking out and slamming the door when you told them to hurry up, close the door before the dolls escaped.
People was freaking out, dude. What's the furthest drive in the Corvette? The furthest drive I took in a Corvette was to Pennsylvania. Was the Carlisle. How long is that drive? Let's see how long that drive is.
Like 8-10 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I only know because to my aunts in Ohio is like 6.5.
Let's see, Carlisle. It's a 1 and 59 minute flight. But the drive, just to give you perspective, from here to Carlisle is 11 hours and 6 minutes. So we did that drive. Caravan Show and I did that drive. We brought Catfish with us, and it was a good drive. We had a good time on that ride, man. That was a good drive. I think we laid over in Youngstown, got a hotel overnight. Didn't want to, we could have drove all the way through, but didn't want to. Figure let's just wake up early and then we could pull into the city when everything was kicking off. We can go check in real quick and then go back to the spot. No, we actually went straight to the show, to Carlisle, and then we went after we finished that night at Carlisle. We went and checked into the house. We had an Airbnb. I went a few times as a kid. Oh, you've been there? Wow. I can't remember what cars he had. So it wasn't a big car thing, right? It wasn't a lot of cars there. It was they had models. There was pictures of a car that he designed. They had cars in like the area outside of like where the ice cream shop is. And there was that one SL 300, that Mercedes Gullwing. There was then
the
Packard that was sitting over there. There was
then the Tile Lincoln.
The Lincoln covered in tiles. And there was a couple of carriages. They had the steam power car. There was a couple other things around the Packard. I can't remember what they were, but they were like Model A's or Model T's or something like that. But he didn't have a lot of cars. His imagination was around how he designed that house and the rooms and the stuff that he created. That doggone whale and the sea creature, like this thing is got to be like 4 stories tall. It's ridiculous. How he created that is beyond me. His imagination is just
it was
all
out
the
there.
model ships. I can't remember all the different models of the ships that he had in this place. All the memorabilia pieces, like the lighters and the platoons and the pipes and all the stuff like that. He just has some very interesting stuff, man. Very, very interesting stuff. Definitely something, if you've never gone to something, man, it's definitely worth taking a look at.
I'd definitely be down to go again.
I would. At least I know
I would just avoid the doll room.
I know how to prepare myself for it better.
Yeah, the dolls and the clowns.
Yeah. And they follow each other. First the dolls, then the clowns.
Few of those look like they were just going to jump out and kill me.
Yeah. If you freaked out by those things, just close your eyes and have someone guide you out.
I would trust walking through downtown Baghdad unarmed before I go back into that doll room.
It's called House on a Rock. Let me see if I can find it for you. Man, this place is. I honestly, because of not just the spot, but the drive as well, and just to couple it with what you see when you're there, I would love to. It's not a scary house.
Except the doll room.
That's a personal thing, right? I would love to do another drive there and go check it out again. I mean, the drive just makes it that much more interesting. If you go to the link, you'll see, like, they'll show you the infinity room, the carousel. You see the Japanese garden. Heritage of the Sea is where this room is like 3 stories, and it's got this huge whale that's being attacked by a sea creature. Man, it's This thing is huge. Huge. Now, what I did not know as I'm looking at this thing, there's a resort there, a golf resort.
Really?
Maybe this is where we go on Friday and stay a Saturday, play some golf, and then leave Sunday.
I'm down.
Yeah, it's like it's like a museum. It's not exactly a museum. It's kind of hard to call it that because of what you see. Let me see if they got what does this video show?
You okay? Oh, Jax had his alien and he was thrashing it and smacked Ollie with it.
Oh my God.
So now he's laying right next to her on the floor with it and all that, trying to be nice. Don't eat it. Hey,
Yeah.
squirrel. Oh, I just got an evil look from him on that one.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find something to kind of show you some of what we saw. Blow this up. So this is the guy here. This is his property. This is that well. Him inside of it. This is how big this thing was. There's all these different rooms. This is an infinity room that you walk out on. This long. This is the outside of it. It sits over everything. He built all. This is a whole little town. This big old carousel. He built, and you got to understand all these little angels. These are human-sized angels. These are not like little dolls. Like everything in this place is massive. He just, man, his mind, bro. His dude had to be on something, some serious drugs. Like, I don't know how you think of this stuff. I have no idea how you think of this stuff. But he built all this stuff. What's interesting, and it's called the House on Rock because he built it on rock. Like it's, you'll see the exterior rock as part of the house. Like this stuff, some of this stuff is actually the rock that he built around it. It's crazy, man. Definitely something I recommend seeing. Like you said, I would go again. I would definitely go again. And just experience it. Knowing what I know now, it'll hit a little differently. But it was a good time, man. It was a good time. And again, can't knock the drive down. The drive was
it was a blast.
Drive was awesome. The drive was awesome. So that made it that much more interesting. Leaving there was looking forward to the drive back. Just being able to get in that car and push the pedal, have a good time on the road. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. He was compared to Frank Lloyd Wright. I believe he was, especially with his design. He came up with some stuff, man. Like, if you think about, you know what? There was a Frank Lloyd Wright house that we looked at back in the day before we got this one. And some of the design in this house does remind me of like with that all that stone, that little living area that we saw there, that little kitchen area that was in there that had the two stoves and the burners right there and that built-in grill. Like, yeah, you can see a lot of that Frank Lloyd Wright type design in there, using these different kind of woods, of course, and using wood, some of the structure or whatever's there already, the earth, using the stone from the earth that was already there. Yeah, he created something quite interesting, man.
Especially with all the red shag carpet on the ceiling.
Oh my God, yeah. I think that carpet on the ceiling keep you from hitting your head and busting your head open because it was rock underneath it.
Yeah, the one room walking in, it looked like you're walking into a room from Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's It was what he wanted to do, man. You talking somebody that have more money than you probably should have had access to. Like George says, he says, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
It was a pretty cool experience, nonetheless. I can't say it was just to witness what comes out of somebody's head putting this thing together. It will amaze you, like all the animatronic instruments that play themselves by air. He did all this stuff. Like there's rooms where it's just instruments and robotically they're playing, and it's air that's powering these things and making them play. Absolutely bananas. It is so bizarre. But interesting nonetheless. What was that? The orchestra room where they had at least 100 animatronic dolls in there, plus inside that big old looked like a Mardi Gras float thing. There was a whole nother group of animatronic robots playing instruments, it was all that area wasn't playing, but that had instruments that could be playing, and every last one of these things were human size. These weren't little dolls. They were big as us. And he figured out how to power them by air so that they can play music. Not just woodwinds or horns. We're talking playing drums, string, piano. Man, it's one of those it will trip your head out for real. Absolutely. It's some kind of engineering. Everything that you said that leads to some type of engineering. Just some of the things that he designed within his house, he had to be some kind of serious engineer or architect. He had to have a mind that worked that way. Just to come up with half the stuff that this guy put in this place. Now, good Lord, one room will trip your head out, let alone all the different rooms. He had a gun collection that will blow your mind. This gun collection, and this is all black powder guns, and some of them were air power guns. Mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing. I envy his collection. I would love to have equal number of his collection, and of course, more modern weapons.
Yeah,
none of that black powder stuff. His collection is dummy, straight dummy.
Especially that woman's prosthetic leg gun thing.
Yeah, that was crazy. A whole prosthetic leg with a gun built in it. Black powder gun at that. They've been playing for many years. Yeah, if you said you've been in as a kid and we go there and not everything was playing, but a lot of them were. Some of them you had to have the coins to turn them on and play. Some of them would just play automatically. But it was pretty cool. It was quite interesting, man. And it's things you will recognize when you hear them. And it sounds good.
Like I said, I had a blast.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
No, it was a great time.
The drive, and we had good company too, man. Good company makes it that much more interesting. We got to plan it again. We just got to plan it again. TD, when you get in your next car, man, when you go pick up your truck, you can drive your truck down there. Go pick up your truck, TD. It can handle it. It's sitting real nice. It can corner real nice. Just go pick up your truck, TD. Illinois Motors is waiting on you. And you, uh-oh. Y'all not going to believe who is sitting in the green room, y'all. Oh, my God. Is that Oreos and Cheese Whiz?
Oh. Surprise. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, dude?
Ray,
what's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Man, hanging in there, bro. It's good to see you with a clean shirt on.
I
And
had
no
to find
oil,
the cleanest one I could, boy.
no oil on your cheeks.
Boy.
Yeah, and there's no BMW around you either.
Hey, it's okay. It's around me, but it's behind me through those walls. Oh,
Man.
What's
Look.
up, y'all?
Look, I was having that conversation with Show talking about he getting that Range Rover. He said, "Yeah, I probably gonna be more reliable than that BMW." I said, "No, it ain't."
No, it ain't.
And look, I say, don't forget, there's a driver mod that's gonna be associated.
Hey.
Depending on that driver mod, it might make the difference in that range.
Boy, we already know.
Listen. What's going on, bro? Listen. Of course, I was hitting you up while we were rolling down there, right?
Yep.
And I was just telling everybody, I don't know if you heard that we went down to this place called House on the Rock.
Okay. I missed it.
Bro, this would have been for you a cinematography treat. You'd have had so much to film and to shoot and so many different things moving, and you'd have been in heaven. This thing would have you would have not been bored for 1 minute.
Jeez, that good, huh?
That ain't it. We spent 4 hours walking this place.
Jeez.
Yeah, you would have had fun laughing at me when I was freaking out in the doll room.
In the what room?
The doll room.
Them dolls was creeping them out.
Oh wow. What kind of dolls was in there? Had them funny faces and hats and everything else?
Oh,
Man.
it was ones where the eyes would move and it looked like they were just gonna come out and kill you.
They didn't look like that. That's what he saw. There was a whole doll carousel that was like 4 stories tall, and it was just dolls just going around. You just see, yeah.
And the clowns didn't help the fact either.
Well, Ray, whatever you did to those poor dolls as a kid,
they're gonna come back and get him.
Coming back to get them. That's what happened.
Well, that works. I got more guns here than I did with me.
Dang.
He said no parts falling on AB's head. Lefty talking about you.
What did you say?
No parts falling on your head.
Thank God.
Bruh. But when you was letting that subframe down, I was like, oh Lord, here we go. I can see it in your eyes. You were about to cross a bridge you have never crossed before in your life.
Boy. It was, when I tell you it was the scariest thing, it was definitely the scariest thing I've done.
Tell me about what was you did all this, man. You did some digging, brother. You did some digging. You got so deep into that car. And the crazy part, you talk about a rabbit hole. You started on one thing.
Yep.
That took you down this crazy deep hole, man. And then landed in the space. God, I'm not going to even skip over the good stuff. I mean, we lowered the whole subframe to get to the pan. Like there's so much stuff that you touched and had to put your hands on this car deeper than most. Like this, the amount of work you did on this car would pay for your car if you took it to BMW.
Absolutely.
Right. So
absolutely
dug super deep, and then you land into this space where now you're making a decision on which front splitter do I put on my car? Do I take it off? Do I put something else on? I put this on. Do that journey. I got 2 questions. What was the best thing that you learned about what you were going through? And the second big question I think it will be for me is, how does it feel to reach the point of where you are now, thinking about just splitters? Do you feel like it's complete, or you feel like there's something else you wanted to do? Because you can dig deep and find yourself wanting more. But let's start from the beginning. What's the best thing you think was your takeaway from this experience? What'd you learn the most?
The best thing that I learned from this was it was okay to be scared to do it.
Yeah.
But the most important part was to have the confidence. I'm just gonna say, have the balls to actually do it, because this was a situation that if I got in there and jacked something up, I literally had a paperweight.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I think that's the thing that was the thing that kept me from working on cars years ago.
Afraid to break them.
Huh?
Afraid to break them.
Afraid to break it. Yeah. I'm like, nah, let me take it to somebody that knows what they're doing, and I don't have to worry about it. And it was in the journey of working on aircraft, working on F-18s in the Navy is what broke that. Because I would spend all those man hours upside down in the cockpit, up inside wheel wells, on the wings, doing all sorts of stuff. And I had a Dodge Dakota at that time. And I remember the starter I had figured out the starter was going bad. And the starter was up under, Dodge Dakota. So the starter was up under the subframe, up under the engine, but near the subframe.
Yep.
And I looked and I just was like, I'm like, man, I was working at Advanced Auto, so I had access to parts. And I'm like, man, if I can work on multi-million-dollar aircraft, then surely I can work on my own car.
Right.
So it started from that day. So I changed that starter, and then the starter. In changing the starter, I kicked the charcoal canister.
Okay.
There was a little
evap.
Part of the evap system. There was some little connector, and I was doing something.
Not to be on my channel doing this. I don't need you doing that.
Pause.
We talking about cars, right? Evap.
Yeah, that's what we call it nowadays. It was a connector on the evap, and I kicked it and broke it. And I understood in that moment the thing that we always feared about taking our cars to mechanics, to a shop, and would have something else broken in the midst of them fixing something else. And it's like they found it that way. Well, when I did that, I was like, there's going to be those times that they are going to break stuff, and it's up to them to own up to it and just fix it. Otherwise, they're just going to pass it off.
Yeah, you pass the expense on to you.
Yeah. And now you're paying for something that they broke.
Yep.
So that was another reason I was like, I'm going to start working on my own cars, because if that happens, because of my own experience, I'm not going to know if they're telling me the truth or not. I'm going to question it.
Right.
So, yeah. And then it also gave me respect to the independent shops, because I had Mercedes before I got into BMW. So I had several Mercedes, and I had an independent shop that I would take it to. And this guy was so thorough, the owner, because he was like a shop manager or something like that for a Mercedes dealership in Atlanta. Opened up his own shop. So, of course, you didn't pay the same labor costs.
Right.
That you would at the dealership. So we built a great relationship, because every time I took it, he would walk me through what was happening, what the plan is to do. Here are the things that can go wrong.
I love that.
And I just would be like, okay, I'm on the up and up. I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, I had a guy at Infinity that was like that. When I used to take my car to Infinity, he was the shop manager or whatever they call it, and he walked me through everything that's going on with the car. I allowed him to do the small maintenance to maintain my warranty. But after they did that, he told me, hey, this is going bad. You might want, if you want, we can do it for you, or let me know if you want to come back and have it. I'm like, okay. He would tell me everything that was big, that was wrong. I'd take it home and I'd do it in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd do that stuff in the garage, save myself a ton of money. Absolutely. Because if I paid for the Infinity part, it will cost me an arm and a leg. I will go and get the same Nissan part that costs almost half the price. Yep. And I was in business, and I was no less than what I was when I started. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me. And even outside of that, my first car was a Nova. And in order for me to drive that car, if I got it, I had to change the head on it. It had a crack head. So I broke my teeth on touching and working on cars. I didn't do it by myself. I had somebody showing me how to do it. So I broke my teeth on cars on my first car to get my first car running, right? Pay like $350 for the car. After putting another $100 into it, literally about $100, I had a running 350 small block.
Yes, sir.
Got up, right?
Yes,
it
sir.
did what it needed to do. But for me, touching cars came through a necessity. I didn't have a lot of money. I need it. And if I want a car, I had to hustle to get it. And once I got it, in order for me to keep it running, I had to do it. My mentality, if I can get it off, I gotta learn how to put it back on.
Absolutely.
So if I can get it off, I can put it back on. That was my mentality. I taught myself how to do brakes. I taught myself how to do calibers, starters, alternators, water pumps, anything. Yeah, thermostats.
Yep.
I taught myself. It was because I had to figure it out. And back then, I didn't have YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to go to
the auto skill shop and learn from them.
No, I went to the auto parts store, cracked open one of them books, took notes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot it. What was that manual called?
Chilton.
Chilton was one. There was one more.
Another. Is it Grand Rally or something like that?
Chilton and
I can't remember the other book.
I can't remember, but they used to have those. And then
a whole section of all the books for every car.
Yeah.
Right. And the most popular car in your area, that book would be open and have oil stains. and I will go straight to that Chevy Nova book, see exactly what I needed to do for something I didn't know about, or when it was my Cutlass, when it was my Datsun. I had a Datsun 510, and I had to figure it out.
Haynes manual, that was the other one.
Haynes,
that's it.
Yeah,
Haynes.
Yeah.
But if I was able to take it off, I had to know how to put it back. If it came off one way, I could put it back. I don't care what.
Yeah, I was in the Navy, me and three. I was in the Navy, bro.
We got a lot of veterans that float around this channel, man. We got a lot of vets over here. A lot of vets.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this part, then I'm gonna answer the other part of your question.
Okay.
What am I getting into next? The other lesson learned about that shocking lesson I got. I had a Ford Escort EXP. I want to say it was like an 88. So it was a hatchback. Man, I wish I could find one now. I wanted one of those. That was a dope car.
Man,
it was passed down from my sister.
Those back in the day, man.
Yeah.
I swear I wanted one. Now you got me thinking about those.
Yeah.
All right, I still have a soft spot for the Ford Probes.
Oh yeah, Ford Probe
GTs.
Yeah.
So do I. EXPs are the Probe. Pick one.
Yep. Love that thing. So I was in college. This was a weekend, so I didn't have a whole lot of money. So I'm in college. It was a weekend. had washed the car, detailed the car, and was cleaning out the glove box. So it was one of those days, you know how you get receipts and you just stick them in the glove box. So I was combing through and I opened everything up and I found this receipt from the shop I had taken it to because I had talked to my dad at some point in time that, hey, I'm hearing a squealing noise. And I don't remember what the other symptoms were, if they were that the car was running hot or whatever it was. I don't remember, but I just remember the squealing. And he was like, okay, it sounds like the water pump. He said, take it to the shop. And if they quote you a price of like $300 something, then that sounds about right. $200, $300 something. I was like, okay, cool. So I took it to a shop. They did the inspection. Yep. It said the water pump. It said how much it's going to be. Cool. Paid it. So that day when I'm looking at that receipt, I opened it up. I'm like, yep, it's $300 something. And I'm combing through. Now I'm looking at the part cost. Part, $53.
Oh Lord.
Labor was the rest. And of course, taxes and whatever their disposal fee, whatever they charge. I said, are you kidding me? I said the part was just $53 and I had paid $300, $350 for labor. I knew right then and there I needed to start learning to work on my own car. So from that day, I knew that I needed to start working on my cars. I just once again feared breaking my own car because I didn't know my way around an engine. I didn't know my way around. I didn't know anything about engines. Now I could change, I could check the oil. I could do the typical things that you do. I knew how to top stuff off, put in some windshield wiper fluid, change the blades, but anything more serious than that, it was a no-go. So yeah, that was the eye opener that I needed to learn how to do it. And that was college, so that was before the Navy. But
last question.
Yeah, last question is what's next, or what am I thinking of doing next? Well, honestly, I was talking to my brother Lawrence when this happened.
Our brother Lawrence.
Our brother Lawrence.
How you be selfish?
Me fix myself. Jeez. So I was talking to our brother Lawrence.
Be so selfish. Don't be so selfish. Our.
Yeah, our. So I was talking to him when this all started because, like I said, the belly pan was the first thing that happened. And in doing that, I messed around and broke the seal on the oil pan. And then once I did that, I was like, okay, well, I need to disconnect. I was at all these different parts. So I had the oil coolers, DCT cooler, power steering cooler. I had all these things on here, and I'm just like, man, I said, I'm taking the bumper off. I'm already here.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Was that feeling in your gut? Your gut,
man, was like, it was. I was like, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and change the coolers. I'm here.
Yeah.
And we've been, and I'm like, I'm in Texas. It's hot, and I'm talking about driving. This is when I was saying I was going to drive the car to 200,000 miles.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, in order to keep the engine running cool and everything like that,
cooler would not be a bad idea.
Let me go ahead and just change out the coolers. I got more, more cooling lines. Cooling veins, all that stuff. So sure enough,
always one step at a time. How you eat elephant, brother? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. So we got to talking about that, and basically, I just told him, I said, you know what? By the time this is all done, because like I said, I was talking it through with him because I was scared. I'm like, I feel like by the time this is said and done, I'm going to want a project car. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot to the M3. Like, I am going to clean it up. It's old in terms of the paint.
Yeah.
In terms of some of those parts, like you saw today, I took off that old splitter.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of forced to because I had put that skid plate on.
I put that new skid pad on.
Yeah, and it didn't want to stay on.
Carbon fiber.
So I couldn't help myself, man.
You need some help. I can tell you, man, what I love about when I watch your videos, bro, you be having fun all by yourself.
No, man.
I'm playing with my own toys, man.
Bro. Now, I don't care what kind of challenge you had before you, bro. You be having fun all by, and I love it. And I'll be sitting there laughing with you the whole time, dog. You be having fun by yourself.
Got to, man. So, when I told him, I was like, yeah. I said because I've gone this deep and provided everything works out, which I felt it would. I've taken on different challenges before, so I was like, I'm going to want a project car.
That makes sense to me.
I'm going to want a project car.
This literally pulled off a Band-Aid, uncovered something that you had in you that you didn't even know you was ready to deal with.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, do you have a project car in mind? Like, God, if I have to get this done, I'll have to get. Now you're like, after how far you dug into the M3, you like, man, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, I just did this.
Yeah.
And if it's a project car, I'm not relying on it. So I can do the work I need to do to it slowly. I can take my time, or I can dig and do deep. If I break something, I take my time, get the new part to fix it and keep it moving. What up, Nikki? AB.
What up, Nikki? What's up? So that's why when we were talking about, I think last week,
F10.
I was like a project BMW.
F10.
Huh?
F10. Trying to help you out with your project decisions. F10.
G80. G80.
No, none of those.
M5, F10,
There we
F80.
go. There we go.
F80.
Oh, M5. Mm-hmm.
M5,
Mhm.
F10.
So I actually do have a question for you, AB.
5 M3.
Do you have the same issues with the crank hub on yours like the F80s do?
It doesn't have one.
Oh,
The F80s have a crank hub.
To Nikki.
Hey kids. Hey mom. Hey mom. I'm eating dinner. See, I get my dessert.
Here we go. So let me ask you, was this your biggest challenge you've ever faced so far with cars?
Absolutely.
Okay. 911 Turbo S. She's giving you options.
Mm.
Not a bad option.
That ain't bad at all.
Not at all.
That's a good option.
Definitely F10.
I loved my F10.
Are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. When you were saying F10, why was I thinking you were talking about the truck? Yeah,
Oh,
F10,
God, Lord, no. Come on,
F10
now.
M5. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
M5. No.
Yes, sir. F10 M5.
going on, Ryan?
E46
Yeah.
Those are the top runners right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the F10, in my opinion, God, if depending on what you do with it,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be so rewarding
Mm-hmm.
because it has so much technology built in it already, even for that car that year, depending on how far you go up in years, right? Because you can get all the way up to 16 on the F10. So if you at the top of the spectrum with the top 3 years, you got a car that's gonna give you technology that's current.
Mm-hmm.
Or if AB buys a 5th gen ZL1 Camaro that almost matches the color of his Beamer, I could take care of that for him.
No,
It's already lowered, new clutch, short throw.
I don't want
Turkey.
anything that's already been modded.
Turnkey. It ain't modded.
I don't. Well, yeah.
It's got the only thing that's
start.
got that's modded is the intake for the louder blower wine and the
get
cat
another
back and lowering springs. That's it.
You can always get another one, Cody.
Look, man. I'm sticking to
This is not this isn't like my blue Camaro or my Hellcat build either.
This one ain't built. This one ain't built. This is
it don't. Well, let's just keep it 100. Keep it a buck. I want a BMW.
There you go. Like, I ain't mad at you, man. I get it. Now I get it. I ain't get it before and had one in the garage, but I ain't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
And see, that's why I don't want to drive yours because I know exactly what's going to happen.
Man, you getting that?
That's just going to turn around. I'm just going to turn around and get another one
and buy one.
When you feel the power come out of this thing and how it corners like your Vet, it's gonna blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It corners like the Vet. It's amazing. It's so impressive how this thing.
That's the beauty behind it.
I think the seats hold me better because I pumped up the bolsters. I think they hold me better than the Vet hold me.
Wow.
Real talk.
Wow. Look, man, that M suspension that's why when people would have like a standard 3 series, maybe M Sport package, that kind of thing, or even like the M whatever they have now that are not M's.
Yeah.
That's the huge difference. The handling.
It's
now
amazing.
the BMWs, period, they're quick.
Yeah.
M is going to be a faster car, horsepower wise.
Yeah.
But it's in the handling. So that's why when people want to dare me to race, I'm like, okay, we're not doing 0 to 60. Let's get on a track.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's see if you can put your power down and keep it down through those turns.
And you know, it's something that I know
every time.
There's something that's very common when you pay attention to BMWs on the road, right? And I started noticing once I got mine. I stare at this thing every opportunity I can. That rake, it's like it's leaning forward, ready to dig into something. It looks like, it looks like that guard just ready to launch off on you, and it looks like that defensive end that's ready to go and crunch your quarterback. It's already leaning down, ready to go and launch. That's how it looks.
It's ready.
It looks just sitting in there. It looks like that.
It's ready. It's ready to be driven like it's supposed to be driven. That's why I say I drive my cars. I don't baby my cars. They get driven. They get taken care of. They get driven.
Driver mod.
Yep.
Driver mod, boy. I got that driver mod in mine. Mine came with the driver mod. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I've done
a lot of work on probably every last one of the cars I've ever owned. I've done work on them. One of my hardest jobs, I think not hardest, probably the most challenging, and I think it challenged me mentally because it was cold. I couldn't get warm enough to do it. And I had to take so much stuff out of the interior of this vehicle just to get to it. I had just had a motor rebuilt, my Ford F-150, and I drove it back from Texas up here. And halfway here, the heater coil blew. Now, it was an 89 Ford F-150. The heater coil is behind that dash. You have to take all of that dash and everything out just to get to that coil.
Yep. That's what most of
it was the end of February in the Midwest. And I'm working on a heater coil. It was one of the most depressing jobs I've ever done on a car. I was depressed. I wanted to quit.
Boy.
I wanted to quit every hour on the hour.
Because how many times you had to go in and warm your hands up?
I had them little portable heaters in the car, like trying to create heat in the vehicle. But you couldn't keep the car door closed.
Sorry, I thought the door opened. It's like, what the heck? And
bruh, it was one of the most depressing jobs I've ever done on a car. I wanted to quit so many times. And you're in an uncomfortable position. I probably could have made it a little bit easier on myself if I'd have took the seats out. That would have made it a little bit easier. But I've already took the dash out. I took all the dash out. The steering wheel was out.
Bruh, I know. I forgot the unit, the resistor. There's a resistor in the E53 X5 I had to change, and it basically was in that. So you know how you had the center stack?
Yep.
So in the wheel, in the floorboard, you got to go behind that area, and
behind
it's tucked up.
Yeah.
It's tucked up behind that. Basically, if you were to pull all of the climate controls and the radio and stuff out,
it'll
you
be
can
behind
see
there.
it through there.
Okay.
But you can't get it from there. You got to go from behind to get it.
That's annoying.
Boy, and it's cold. And you just mentioned Midwest, winter, cold, getting no heat. Gotta fix that. So yeah, I was out there for a minute. Every 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, I had to go inside, warm my hands up, and go out there and tackle it again.
I got even one more for you to even add a little spice to this for you, for me at least. On that drive home, when I passed Texarkana, is when that mess went out. And it was spraying antifreeze on my feet.
Ooh, damn.
So now I don't have heat in the car. The closer I get up to the Midwest, the colder it's getting. Now it's February. I'm in Texas in shorts. I'm driving up here, and now I gotta have on, a coat and all this other stuff, and my shoes are soaked with antifreeze. And it's cold. And he laughing, bro. It sucked. It was bro. Everything about that was miserable to me.
Oh,
I'm in a car like this.
Yeah.
Well,
you needed them fireworks then, bro.
And like every 50 miles, I got to stop and get water, put water in the radiators. I just bought a bunch of bottles of distilled water. So like I'm not gonna kill the motor if I have to, but let me just keep filling this thing up. It was one of the depressing things I've ever went through. And then after I get it fixed, probably 2 weeks later, hit a patch of ice and tow the truck up.
Damn.
I can't make this up. Tow the truck up. I was sitting in the car like just laughing, like I couldn't believe this. Like, what's going on? It was rear wheel drive. It wasn't used to that weather. And when I slid, it slid and hit this railing, spun around, hit this railing, spun around and hit this railing and stopped.
Yep, the ultimate driving machine, but not that truck.
Not that truck. No sirree, Bob. No sirree, Bob. But yeah. After that, I was like, I want a car. Give me a car. I'm gonna get away from trucks a little while.
All-wheel drive.
That's when I got that Infinity. All-wheel drive.
Yeah. You know what? The first M3 I had, so the first BMW I had was a E46 330 Ci. Love that car. Quick. But then I hadn't had that car a couple of weeks when I saw the first E46 M3 and just drooled every time I saw one. And when I finally got one, I mean, I only had one car and I'm in Great Lakes at that time. The rear wheel drive, the saving grace with being able to drive that car in the winter were tires.
Yeah.
You had to get some Blizzaks, some Vredestein. You had to get something that was rated for
snow
and ice. And when I tell you that car outperformed trucks, like I was passing by trucks stuck. I was like, that's the gem right there. Get the right tire. Them little mud boggers ain't doing nothing for you during the winter.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I was impressed with Infinity's all-wheel drive system, and I kept Continental DWSs on it.
Oh yeah, I had those too.
And I was impressed with them enough that they got the job done, even in some of the worst weather. And I was in Great Lakes with that car. That's when I tore it up heading to work. And I was in Great Lakes as well. And it got the job done. And I never put snow tires on that thing. Hey, TD got a question for you.
Huh?
If you had the space, tool, lift, and time, would your project car be that you wouldn't be scared to wrench on? What would your project car be that you wouldn't be scared to wrench on?
Shit, any car.
Yeah.
Any car.
Having the right tools, man.
That's it, boy. The tools, boy. Oh,
if I had all the tools that I need and lifts, give me anything. Nothing would scare me. As long as I have the right tools, that's the one thing, man.
Yeah.
Tools are everything.
Yeah. Tools and definitely a lift.
Oh, Lord. And let's not talk about that other T word, time.
Yeah. Gotta have that.
Pick
you got a bunch of it.
Any of my favorites will be on the lift.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm taking anything. Aston Martin.
Oh, this is before YouTube.
What am I taking? I'm taking the GTR. Right. Huracan, yeah, definitely. Some car. Now, I will say, lesson learned with this Alpha is I am definitely pricing parts on Italian cars and some of the other cars too. But that was, I have to say, that's the heartbreaker for this car. So for it to be such a high performance vehicle that it is, I mean, just flat out dumb fast, corners on rails, looks amazing. It is a great drive. The downside is the support for it. There's only, there's a few people that I have met and that I know that work, know their way around them. But even knowing your way around it, the support, like getting OE parts, genuine parts is one thing, depends on what it is. But if you got the OE part, which is the manufacturer that made it for the manufacturer, that's the win. So to be able to get the OE part and not pay the genuine price tag, that is a win. But if your only recourse is having to go through the dealer or going through a few outlets,
limited outlets.
yeah, that's
Limited outlets
killing me
mean-
on this one.
Yeah, limited outlets mean I'm gonna force you to pay what I want you to pay because you don't have many other options.
Yeah. And then it makes it for me, it has made me question, am I keeping it?
Yeah, because so my deciding factor on what decision I made ultimately, and you AB, you familiar with the other option that I had, was support. Support meant everything. I talked to Ray. I'm like, Ray, like, let's face it, you know, I could go out there and drive that other thing. And I might even love it. I may like it a lot. I may love it. I say, but let's think about the support. I said, there's way more support for the BMW. Ray was like, yeah, there's gonna be way limited options for the other thing. You're not limited. There'll be some limited options for other things, but you have way more support for the BMW. I'm like, that part right there, in my opinion,
yeah,
weighs
no brainer.
tons. That's that thought process led me to where I'm at. You know, BMW guys got a stigma. You know, people always mess with the BMW guys. Ray even tried to get me talking about, hey, why'd you get over like a BMW guy? I said, what do you mean? You didn't use your turn signal. I said, yes, I did. I used my turn signal.
No, you didn't.
I did the 3.
That's what I do. Tap it, let them
tap it, let it do 3 times, and that's it.
That's all I need. That let you know I'm getting over.
Yeah.
I'm getting over.
That's it.
Well, I can't say anything on the cruise Saturday. I barely used my turn signal, so.
Yeah. So you was dreaming of being in a BMW.
Well, as a prior BMW owner,
Well,
I have the right to still continue.
Hold on. No. I promise you, he was not dreaming about being in the BMW.
Not in that C7.
I promise you, he was engulfing the fact that he was in that C7.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think you need to get off your butt and start really paying attention to. Especially before you start drifting too far into the supercar world. Experience it for yourself first, AB, before you start playing with that Italian money.
Look, I'm already playing with the Italian money, and I need some of it back.
Sound like you went through puberty a little bit.
Boy, I'm telling you, this damn thing is raping me. I'm like, seriously, the money. I think I asked you this before to guess the price of that. Because remember, the damper went out on the driver's side.
You went through that, yes.
Guess how much? And that's a genuine part, active suspension, which helps that thing corner on rails.
Yeah.
But guess how much that damn thing costs?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Add tax, basically $1,800.
Yeah. Each. That's just one side. And one corner. That's one corner.
Yes. I'm a couple $100 away from a few $100. I won't say a couple. I'm a few $100 from. She had to come there. I'm a few $100 from.
You're probably right.
Olin's setup. Wait, go back. What did she say?
She said my feet would have been fine if I'd have had them Noah 7s.
Well, you need to go on and get you some. I don't know what you waiting on. You should have had several pair already.
Look, that thing is gone. That truck is long gone. I ain't got to worry about that no more. Hopefully, ever again.
Man. Jeez,
man, oh yeah, and Cody said that his 7, that resistor, was on the passenger side behind the dash.
Okay,
Got
it. Yeah,
never got stuck. That is
BMW, man.
They did their thing.
BMW is where it's at. I don't care what nobody say about BMW, how much they want to razz it, whatever word you want to use. BMW is where it's at, man. If you're somebody that can work on your own car, that's the car to have. And that was the whole reason I bought the first BMW, because I found out I could work on it.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid to turn wrenches. I do. want to make sure I'm good before I need to have to worry about it. But when I get to a point where I got to turn a wrench, I'm in the garage. I've turned wrenches on every car I've owned. It doesn't intimidate me. I pop the hood on that. It looks a little different. Under the hood of that thing, it is nothing like under the hood of Zeus. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you are dealing with turbos on that
one. I can see everything under the hood on Zeus. This one here, I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a can opener? Like, why is that right?
Ain't no can opener.
Nah, ain't no can opener.
That's why I still wish Holly would have listened to me and let me get her the X5M competition.
Oh, man. Rocket ship.
But she likes her Tahoe better for some reason.
That Tahoe is nice. Don't get me wrong. That Tahoe is very nice.
It could be even nicer if she'd let me put a Whipple or twin turbos on it.
That X5M would have been way more vehicle because she's not gonna drive that thing the way it needs to be driven.
Oh, I beg to differ on that one.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
How many miles did she put on a Tahoe?
So far?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I've been out enjoying myself with the Camaro and the Vet and
for the Jag.
What about the Jag? What what was it? Not X. What was it? X Pace?
F Pace.
F Pace?
F Pace.
The SUV?
SVR.
Yeah.
SVR. If I had to go with it, it'd have to be SVR.
Yeah, it got to be SVR. Yeah, that thing is tight.
It really is. It really is. But see here again, my challenge for the Jaguar as well. Support.
Yeah.
There's not a lot out there for, especially aftermarket.
Yep.
Hardly anything.
Gotta go where the support is, man. I don't know. Like I said, I like the Alpha, but don't be surprised. That's all I'll say. I know my channel is Euro Auto Enthusiast for a reason, but it's gonna be Beamer Enthusiast after a while.
Yeah, I know exactly what direction you go. I know exactly what direction you go. I have no doubt. I know exactly the direction you're going, which is, again, in my opinion, it's not a bad direction, especially if you're looking at the latest, the latest 2 gens. You'll be fine. Well, more than fine.
Yeah. We'll see. See.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna miss. You get that, you are not going to miss the Alpha. I promise you. I promise you.
We'll see in due time. First thing first, project car.
Yeah.
First thing first, project car. Well, no, I'm sorry. First thing first, finish working on the Alpha.
You got to finish the.
Yeah, you got to finish the M3, which isn't gonna be that won't be long. Make this cross country trek. Starting this actually at the end of this week. So this weekend, going to Vegas, SEMA.
Oh, that's right. You driving to SEMA.
Yep.
That should be fun.
That should be a blast.
Man, I'm looking forward to it.
Dang, man.
Hey, you want to play in a last minute road trip? Let's go. Meet them out there. What? Hold on.
That freaking TD.
I could take a quick road trip. We close in 2 weeks. We can do the packing when I get back. That's exactly how it works.
Add
I'm trying to avoid the packing.
What'd you say?
Add something to that.
Yeah. So let me just tell you how TD guessed my car 2 weeks ago before I even told anybody how he guessed it. You got that C word you need to add behind that. How does he know this stuff?
Wrong one. How does he know this? Well, surely, I mean, I have talked about, for me, I talked about how I ended up with the Alpha.
Oh, did you? You went down that journey?
Yeah, I went down that journey because remember, I wanted the X3M comp.
Yep.
I couldn't find the spec that I wanted. I didn't want gray, silver, or black.
Yeah.
I wanted a different color.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get away. The M3 is gray. The E46 M3 was titanium silver. No, was another gray, whatever it was. And then the E46 3 Series was a silver. So I was like, I want to get away from the grays and silvers.
Donington
gray, yeah. So I was like, I'd much rather do the blue. I forgot the name of it now, but they have a blue one, a red one I was thinking about, but more so I wanted blue with secure orange seat. That was the combo. That was the combo.
And that sounds good. And that blue pops.
That blue pops.
That blue pops. That blue pops.
I wanted that, the secure orange, and I may have found one, and by the time I reached out to him, it was, and I knew it. It was
such a California spec. That's a crazy California spec, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That blue with that orange interior, nasty. Absolutely nasty.
And I wasn't settling. It had to have. Oh, and also I didn't want all the lane assist and all them radars and all that stuff on there. So I didn't want that option then. So if I could get it without that, but like I said, I found that one.
It won't hurt to have it because you can turn it off. But
but I didn't want it. So now that I have it in, well, I'll just say this: now that the Alpha has saved me a couple of times. With that
lane assist, keeping you in your lane.
That braking system is
that BMW has it, and I turned it on, and I played with it on the way back coming home. I haven't turned it on since, but
I had to turn it off in the Jeep. I hated it.
Yeah, it did its thing in that when that traffic came to a pretty big halt.
Yeah,
when we were driving back there, Ray, it did its thing. It did its thing.
Well, I just hated it, especially. I hated it on the Jeep, especially in the winter, because of snow and slush got built up on it. Yeah. It would start throwing a whole bunch of stuff out of whack, and then you have to get out, clean it. Then you could turn around and turn it off. Yeah, but if it had through the warnings with all the slush and snow on it, you try to turn it off, it wouldn't turn off.
Yeah, that spec.
Yeah, you weren't fine. I wasn't fine.
To make it hard for yourself to find exactly what you want. That spec is going to be.
But I wasn't going to settle. Easy. I wasn't going to settle. I test drove a blue one, but it had like this gray and blue or gray and black. I forget what the interior was. It was okay. It wasn't a comp either, so that was the other thing. So, but yeah,
I started off wanting literally give me my white with red interior. I wanted white with red interior, but I wasn't. I wasn't so married to the color that it was the only thing that I felt like I would land on, because then I started seeing some of these cars that were different colors other than what I wanted. That was crazy clean. So I'm like, ooh, so hold up. All right, let me look around. But then when I saw this one with this interior, I'm like, Argon Brown on Don. I'm like, ooh.
You gave me that 360 on that drive. I was like, I felt like I was in there, boy.
I showed Ray the pictures. Ray was like, I think you should still look at that white one with the red. I say, Ray,
the pictures didn't do it justice.
It didn't. So when I had the lady actually send me a better video with better quality, so a better walk around, and she got inside, I was like, these back seats don't look like they've been touched. I'm like, Ray, check this out. He's like, oh yeah, I think this is the one. Man, next thing you know, when we go there and look at the car,
it's a wrap.
He got out the car. He was like, all right, pick your chin up, bro.
Yeah.
He went, sat in, and he was like, this is nice. This is really nice. We sit down.
That's why I told you I'm not driving it. No matter how much you try to get me to do it, I ain't doing it. Look what happened. It's your fault I have a vet.
You gotta drive that car.
You have to have willpower. You see, I don't have a C706 yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't believe I chose the T7 Z06 over a GTR.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
Boy, man.
I look at it this way though.
Just
Uh-huh.
saying.
I chose the Vet over the GTR,
Yeah.
but yet I still have a Camaro to use for the GTR.
He said, I got options.
Nothing
I'm
like
just
having
saying,
options,
man.
boy. That's a beautiful thing.
But
My
in all
God.
seriousness, with everything, if I would get rid of the Camaro, I would want a classic muscle car though.
Mhm. Got it.
It's
I already had an offer. A guy wants to trade me a 71 Z28 split bumper for the Camaro.
Hmm.
Full redone LS3 6-speed manual swap, everything.
Hmm.
And it's red and black.
Hmm.
And it's got the chrome torque thrust wheels on it.
All right, man. Well, sound like we're gonna see you in a classic.
I'm serious.
But I also thought I was going to see myself in a GTR, and because Lloyd, I've got a Z06 now.
Listen, man.
It's his fault.
I tell you, I
Mhm.
own it. I own it.
I'm blaming him for everything.
I
Oh,
If
own
I
it.
do anything to the vet, I'm blaming him.
Jeez.
I tell you one thing. There is no brake on my side on the passenger side of the car. That's one
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I finally I want to hold on and hit the brake pedals that weren't on the passenger side. Now I see how people feel when I'm driving and they're in my passenger seat.
Hey, man. If you're in my passenger seat, just be ready. I'll get you a 3-point harness if you need one. 4-point, excuse me. I get you a 4-point.
I'll make sure I have my helmet with me.
That's fine. I have an extra one in the trunk. No worries.
When I tell you that after we did the bid, we gave a Tesla the business, and we gave a SVR Jag the business. That was Saturday. Yes, they got.
And that Jag was not
I
expecting,
love-
and that Jag was not expecting me to join in on it either.
He had 2 Z06s just eat him up, man. You hear me? The Z's ate well this weekend. They ate well this weekend.
And I hit some really good personal best numbers in the vet that day too.
I bet you did. We
Dang.
were killing it. We killed it. We were clowning all the way through Wisconsin, like for real.
That's crazy.
When we
You said,
Yeah, I went through 3 tanks of gas that day,
yeah.
I bet.
and it was good.
After doing all that running and clowning, I get a call from Ray telling me that he had to do something today. I'm like, he had to do something this week. Yesterday, I said, what you have to do? Go ahead, tell him, Ray, what you did.
No, it was something that I accidentally did.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Accidentally had.
Put
I
words
say,
in his mouth.
I say accidentally had to do.
You putting words in his mouth, but let's hear what you had to do. I mean, accidentally did.
ATAC axle back. After hearing Zeus screaming, he's like, yeah.
You know, that's always supposed to be one of the first mods, if not the first.
Hey,
I did the intake for the blower wine,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he got that already going.
and then the new wheels and tires and window tint, and
Stop
but with
it,
everything too, with us getting ready to move, I wanted at least this part out of the way,
I got that
just
in me.
so I was able to do it now instead of having to wait and all that stuff.
Got it.
Listen, I'm not mad at him because if there was any aftermarket axle back that I would go with, it would be ATAC all day long. With the maintain the MPP, excuse me, so I can make it loud when I want to and bring it down when I need to. That's the exhaust that I would go with if I had to. Even now, even with the X pipe on there, because it's louder. It's loud with the X pipe alone. But if I added X pipe to this, added axle back to this.
It was on like you're running long tubes and catless.
Sounds good to my ears.
Look, you no complaints.
That's what I like. I like it loud.
Me too.
Yeah, so that was what I accidentally.
I pulled the fuse, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't going back.
The funny part is I think my vacuum line got disconnected when I changed I had to change out the I forgot what the thing is, but somewhere I think I got a vacuum line got disconnected, but it's open. The Armatrix exhaust is fully open. Even if the light doesn't change green, red, it doesn't matter. It's all the way open, full time. So I'm just like, well, I'm kind of not in a hurry to go fix that.
Well, that's how the Camaro is now with the new catback. I did the full exhaust valve delete on it and everything, and
yeah,
I may have opened my valves up yesterday.
Yeah,
using Beamerlink. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're very welcome, sir. You're very welcome, sir.
Listen, I've been in there messing with stuff.
Hey, man. Come on, let's go.
I've been in there messing with stuff. Ooh, Lord, man, I haven't been over here in a minute, and this thing looks good. Yeah, man. So I can't wait. I can't wait for you to. I can't wait to see where you land when you get the F10. I know you're gonna go F10.
Mm-hmm.
F10. I'll be interested in what are some of the things that you'll be looking at doing. Like, are you looking at larger turbos? Are you looking at what are you looking at doing to this car? What would be your goal with this car?
Well, first thing is just wherever it's at in terms of maintenance, fully maintain it. So I'm going to start with maintenance first. And of course, if in doing maintenance, meaning replacing certain parts, then of course, if we're talking, let's just say if it needed turbos or something's going on with a wastegate or something's going on with a charge pipe or down pipe, then yeah, that's automatically going to be part of those upgrades. So upgrades will always be in the queue for the maintenance items.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna check, do my homework, do my due diligence on what are the common flaws, what are the common things to look out for. And if it hasn't been done, if it's something worth doing, if it's worth tearing the engine down, then I'll do it. That's what I'm gonna be looking forward to doing.
Yeah,
tearing that engine down.
There's a guru guy that does all this X5M stuff. He's actually created the replacement, that forward axle that leads into the transaxle on that short drive shaft. He created one that's better than factory. It's actually solid. The factory one is known for basically
vibration,
imploding and tearing up. Yeah, and then tearing up that case.
Oh,
that
wow.
Transfer case.
That transfer case. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, which is transfer case alone is like $1,800.
Yeah.
So he created a drive shaft that actually is serviceable, one, because the BMW one is not serviceable, and it's solid. Like right now, I literally reach under and I can move it a little bit. It's not a lot. His once in, it doesn't move.
Okay.
The splines, it's probably about 2 inches longer than the factory splines.
Okay. So I think you know what? I may have seen a video. Tony.
I actually communicated with him yesterday on Facebook.
Okay. I may have seen his content.
He does two things. He does he actually partnered with that drive shaft company. I can't remember what's the name of them. But he does two things. He does that short drive shaft, and he also does a big brake caliber kit for the X5Ms.
Okay.
Right now the X5, the rear brakes, it doesn't seem like they're supposed to be there.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know what BMW does with those brakes, man.
He modified a Porsche, I think it's a Porsche Brembo, Porsche brake setup to fit on the car, and it gives it a larger brake. It reminds me of like the brake setup on the Vet.
Yeah. That's one thing BMW they just will not do. They feel like the front setup is
going to do everything it needs to do. Yeah. So you still need those back brakes.
Yeah, you still need them. I mean, a good 4-piston is good,
and that's what he provides. And he actually, paints them to match what you want. Yeah. So I'm going to get those two things from him. I'm gonna get the drive shafts from him probably before the end of the year.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I might order real soon before the end of the year. I'm getting the drive shaft from him. He says he's not going to have any in until Friday.
Okay.
And then probably in the spring, I'll order the brakes, the big brake kit from him.
Cool.
Those are the two things that I want to do from a maintenance perspective. Right now, I haven't gone in. Right now, I ran all the checks to make sure if there was anything that needed my attention. The car's clean, like nothing. Like there's some history, but it's clean.
Yeah.
So, which I was like, God, I hope nothing comes up. You know, nothing. I'm like 0, 0, 0, 0. Oh, yeah. So right now it's got a clean bill of health. So it's just a matter of now, looking at the little things that I can do to take it to the next level. So we got and a few things that I plan on doing. Like I said, that shorty drive shaft. This is all preventive maintenance for me and the brakes. And then I will probably go with coils and plugs. I want to just change those out just to be prepared because I don't know what's in there and how long they've been.
How many miles on it?
88.
Okay. Did they have it serviced at the dealership?
Yeah, it was serviced already.
Call them. If they didn't give you anything, they probably won't because it was under a different owner.
Yeah.
You should be able to ask for the service manager and ask them to just verify what was done. They don't need to send you anything. Just give you a verbal report of what was done. So if they say they serviced the spark plugs or service that stuff, then you can at least have a running list of what was done. But
one of the things I thought about,
still do it.
I thought about digging into it anyway, just for almost a peace of mind for myself.
Absolutely.
It's also a way to rip off that Band-Aid, right?
Absolutely.
So I can start touching it. Once I get past that, it'll be plugs and coils. And then I'm going
you might not need coils. And this was me. I'm trying to remember whose content I watched. I think it was FCP Euro.
Okay.
I'll have to send it to you because I watched them. They talked about how BMW designed those coils. And based on how he said it, he said that those typically don't typically go bad. Of course, one or two are going to go out, not as a group, of course, not all at the same time. But what he's saying is the way that they're designed is basically a wear item that you replace once it's bad. It's not a preventative maintenance type item.
Gotcha.
Almost like the throttle bodies.
Because I thought about going with the Dynon ignition coils. Because eventually, one of the next things I'm thinking about doing is the catless downpipes and then BM3 tune.
Okay. Well, then just check and see what you may have to, in that case, upgrade.
Might have to upgrade, go to a cooler spark.
Yeah.
I think I would have to go to a cooler spark if I go in that route. One thing I did hear that people complain about is that what a stage 2 BM3 stage 2 tune is that it makes so much torque that it could kill the rear end. Like this thing makes so much torque that they recommend. I had two people I saw talked about that. The guy Sean who's selling his X5M, that red X5M you saw on Facebook, Ray.
Yeah,
he said it. And there was another guy that I watched. He said that they recommend tuning. If you go with the BM3, he recommend getting a custom tune that lowers the torque, so it don't beat up on those parts.
Well, otherwise, you have to change out the rear end.
Yep. He said he went through two cases. He went through two. Yeah. So, and there's a BMW shop that he uses that's right up here. Right on 47.
Okay. Oh yeah, the one right there in Huntley.
In Huntley, that's the one he went to. I was watching his video. I'm like, man, he right there at the shop. I'm like, that dude is local. But if I can avoid it, I'd rather avoid it than be faced with it.
Got it.
I don't want to break it just to break it. To me, that just doesn't make sense.
No, you want the power. You want to be able to put the power down, and there's a such thing as just too much. So you have to back it off.
And I'm good with landing in a comfortable space with it where I'm not pushing it too hard. I don't need to have a stage 2. You know, I'm comfortable where I'm actually really good where it's at right now. If I had to think about where I came from a daily perspective to where I'm at right now, it's a whole lot of truck. This is a whole lot of vehicle. And even where it's at right now, my whole point I was telling Ray, and like I mentioned, my goal was to find something that allowed me not to miss Zeus when it was parked.
Yep.
I do not miss that car when I'm driving this BMW
Absolutely.
at all. This thing is very pleasing across the board. So if I had to think about, and I say this, you know, if I had to think about only having one car, if you would say, somebody said you can only have one vehicle, especially being in the Midwest, you can have one vehicle, and that's it. You got to get rid of Zeus. Well, no, you don't have to get rid of Zeus. Pick one, right? Zeus or anything else in the world. Right now, man, I will still land on the top two that I had and probably land right here on that X5M. It gives me the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I got a snow plow and I got something that can carve the canyons in the summer and the spring.
Carve the canyons, boy. Carve the canyons.
I just can't wait to we definitely go, and Ray, I'm gonna hold you to it. We're gonna do road trip. We got to get down there by AB. So
let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Apparently I can't do it anytime within the next couple weeks because with closing and on the new house, and
we're gonna probably do this in the spring.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're talking 2025.
Yeah, we're gonna do this in the spring.
Yep.
We'll set it up.
I think my biggest dilemma is going to be which car do I bring?
Yeah, well, not only that, but I want to make sure that the Alpha is in good shape when we get down there.
You want to make sure it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be healthy.
If not, we'll make it healthy when we get down there.
It'll be healthy, or it won't.
If it's not, we'll get it healthy.
We get down there, bring you a couple of gallons of that.
If you need to, that's what I'm saying. If it may not need to be healthy because it ain't even here to be healthy.
Yeah, it might not be there to be healthy.
It might not be here to be healthy. So I'm just saying.
If that's the case, I would love to see what else is sitting in
I got some serious decisions to make in these next few months, for real, because yeah. I'm excited about whatever comes next.
I think you're gonna be fine, man. I like the fact that unlike our brother, this boy getting a rabbit hole when he's trying to decide what he's looking for a show. He confuses himself sometimes. I swear to God, he will confuse himself, and I can't wait for him to land where he's gonna land so he can have what he's gonna have, and then kind of settle into that space. Because that's frustrating when you're looking for a car, especially when you feel like you're trying to beat this little time frame, and you got some other factors that's in there. Right now, the part that I think is challenging for him, and for anybody in that space, is that the value of that doggone C8 is changing. And it doesn't work for the owner anymore. So he's got to make a move on it so that he don't find himself upside down or not really being able to benefit from owning it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just hope that he can find something soon, man. I know it's a peace of mind. Every time I talk to him, he's looking at him, and I don't think that'll change even after he finds what he's looking for, because we look at cars. That's what we do. I'm looking at cars right now. I'm not gonna even lie to you, but it's we always look at cars, right? And just dreaming, maybe getting ideas from other cars, planning what could be for the future, or just lately. Just researching the prices of cars, man. These cars' prices, like, God, why I had to buy another daily right now? Why did I have to buy another daily right now? It would have been nice to leverage some of what is under Zeus right now financially. See what else I could have pulled that's on the market that I really wouldn't mind having. So it is what it is. I think things happen for his good. So I can't complain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My God is amazing.
Fun with it.
Oh my God is amazing.
Have fun with it. I'm gonna keep having fun with both mine for now.
Oh yeah.
Same here, man.
I think we're all gonna be having fun with what we got.
Yep.
Oh, the crazy part, man, it was in the 80s today.
Supposed to be tomorrow too.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we were today too. I don't think it was super hot.
Then Thursday is supposed to drop down to the low 50s and rain.
Let me see. What were we at today? Because it felt good. I had windows down, sunroof open today, boy.
Man, I went out there thinking I needed a hoodie on and it was warm. I'm like, what am I doing out here with this on? I had no idea what the temperature was.
Oh, after I got done with the vet, after doing the photos things at the one forest thing with it,
yeah,
I took the top off and drove home.
You take the top off?
That was nice.
Man.
Ray went topless.
I did. I was flashing everybody.
That's what we do around here. Show them off.
Oh, I can't wait for this dude to get his C7. Hey, listen, I know it.
See what it's about.
You're a track guy. I know exactly what car you need.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be you're gonna be so happy.
Mm.
Oh my God.
I don't think I could picture him in a C7. I could see him in an M5.
I can see him in the C7. I saw him in the C7. I know what he looked like.
Yeah, we done been in it. I done been in one.
I seen him in the C7.
I tried to send him home with the M3. Like, you can keep the M3 for a few days. Don't worry about it.
You'll be all right.
Don't feel like you put me out of my car. Just enjoy it.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Not gonna get.
Oh boy, that was then, man. I ain't talking about now.
Why not?
That's a different M3 right now, bro.
No, this M3, yeah, boy.
It's got blood, sweat, and tears.
Boy, yeah, that ain't happening now.
Yeah, that value of that one went up a little bit. Yeah, bro.
I still got just a little bit more stuff to do, but well, let me tell you today. But Dino says,
"Oh, really? Too spicy? Really?"
I was like, "Wait a minute! I didn't tune anything."
Oh, but you made everything nice,
boy.
And here's the interesting part: after what you did, it's fresh, but it gets a little bit better before it gets worse, because you still got break-in.
Mm-hmm. Well. It's getting gooder.
It's getting gooder, brother.
Gooder.
It's getting gooder.
I said gooder the other day, and Holly yelled at me and told me to stop making up words that no one uses gooder. And go figure, I'm outside, and that comes up, and now I have to make her rewatch this.
I'll say it again. Gooder.
Gooder.
It is gooder down here right now. Okay.
Oh my God. How?
Because she even asked me, because with everything, when I told her I wanted to do the exhaust on the vet, she goes, "Why?" I'm like, to get a gooder sound out of it. And that's when she started yelling at me, telling me that's not a word and to talk like an adult.
It makes
a word. I am an adult, and gooder.
It made perfectly good sense to me.
Huh?
Gooder made perfectly good sense.
Oh yeah.
I understand. I can relate to gooder.
I comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So after the bunt dyno, how satisfied are you with where you are with the M?
Oh man.
And also, what's next? If you can talk about it.
Well, I'm satisfied with where it is right now. There's a few key things that's going to happen after the road trip, because I just need to wait from that road trip to get back. So it's going to look like an M3. It's just going to look different. It's going to look different. There's an update coming.
Sounds like a GT car.
And there's an update coming.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh.
There's an update coming. So yeah.
Body.
I asked one more question about this update. Will it require different wheels?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I can't wait now. I know.
What about different paint?
I've said too much already. Dang it, Ray. No win, not to ask no questions.
I think
You're
I'm
trying to make it-
Will it
satisfied
need
with
will
what I
it
just
need
learned.
new interior seats and steering
You're
wheel?
trying to make it gooder than what it is, man.
He trying to make it the goodest.
I'm trying to just make it the goodest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I started
where your
confusing
mind-
myself
I'll
with
say
it.
this, where your mind is going, you're going
In the right direction. Yes.
Nice.
I'm excited about. So if my imagination took me to a place where the M could land, I'm very excited about what that looks like.
Yeah.
That sounds like some course track waiting to happen. I said I think the brother building a race car, man. I'm just saying.
Well, there's a difference between a race car and a road course car.
That's a race car. Road course is a race car, and the only race car that I think
your difference
difference
would be a track, a full-on track car, or a club sport car.
that's the only difference.
Yeah, that'd be the difference.
That'll be the difference.
And I'm not saying which one it is. How about that?
Well, the reason I phrased road course. The only reason why I said like road course, because when I think race car, my mind goes straight line,
Nah, so AB is not a straight line driver,
which I know.
Yeah, so he's a course track racer. So in my opinion, when I hear race and I think of AB, I think of course track. And I have a thought about which one it lands on, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
That's one thing that I want. That's the one thing I can't wait for next year, because I want to get the Camaro up to Blackhawk.
Hey, AB,
That's it. What did it say?
that's my cup. I'm just saying, if I had to guess what it was, that's my Wendy's cup.
At least the lid's on it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, this has the
It's
lid.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm
This is
excited.
gonna be
That
fun.
part right there. Yeah, man. So I also see a future of front and rear cameras on that car.
You know how Demonology always got that 360 cam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make for even much more interesting content on that type of driving that you plan on doing. I think that would be so cool. That would be super, super dope.
I'm just saying. It's gonna be fun. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for you, man. I
Looking
think
forward to
that I think it's really cool to get to where you are with your car, to be able to bring it to a place where you're confident to drive this thing across country, and where you plan on going with it. You can't beat that, man.
Not at all.
No, you can't beat that. That's a win all day long, man, and a testament to your hard work, your focus, your dedication to what you're doing. I appreciate seeing how you move through this process,
Thank you, sir.
and especially how some things that could frustrate most, you still find a way to laugh through it and keep it moving, because it ain't gonna change anything. You can sit there and be frustrated and walk away from it, but guess what? It's still got to get done.
Hey, did you now? Clearly, you saw the video.
Yeah.
You saw my moments of frustration. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I recorded. I don't normally record when I get frustrated, or if I do record, I don't normally show it. But I felt that it needed to be there.
Part of that is part of your experience.
Yeah.
to leave that out is almost like lying about what you actually went through.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with showing some of the frustration. The key is showing the frustration and then what happens
The
beyond
result.
the frustration, right? What did you overcome?
Mhm.
Because we can't avoid it. No matter what it is, especially with the work you're doing, you can't say, well, I'm not going to do that. What do you mean you're not going to do that? You got to do that. You can't steer if you don't do that. You can't stop if you don't do. You can't go around it. So as a great example of a testimony when it comes to how we move and what we do and how his plan is for us, we can't avoid things. To build a callus, we got to go through.
Boy, you know, hit a heartstring there, boy.
That's
That
real.
one.
That's real.
Look who it is. Show.
Man,
Man,
where you come from?
He got off the phone with us to go look at cars.
Hold on. Man, your hair nice, man.
Where you come from?
Oh,
I did a special call for you earlier, man.
You know what I thought, bro? I thought you just came off the set.
No.
I thought you just got finished filming. What's the name of that? with all the stars, with what was it, the New York Gangsters?
What?
What was it, man? I can't think of the name of that. It's an old movie with like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Oh, you talking about Hollywood Nights?
Harlem Nights, man. You got it slick, bro.
Slick to the side. You see him? Slick to the side.
You look slick for real. Like you got finger waves.
You got that pomade in there.
No, and that's not a snide joke either. I'm serious. Look good, bro.
What's going on, Ray? Man, Ray, we gotta talk, man. I heard. I did see your message to me, and I mean, Ray and I talked about it briefly, but we gonna have to talk that, Mr. King Ray. I need to hear what happened, man. I know you. I'm sure you good. You keep yourself busy, so I ain't tripping about that. But I'll be curious about how everything ended up over there. It's our brother Ray over there at well, he used to be over there at Advanced Auto. This is the guy, you see him in videos. I used to run over there and let him see the cars. Ray and I still go over there when we have something new, or bring over there, let him check out. You always go over there and holler at Ray.
I was at Advance in my Navy days. Sure did. Love me some Advanced Auto Parts.
Yes, indeed. Auto parts.
I think I'm gonna bounce. I'm tired.
What you mean you gonna bounce?
Man, where you bouncing to? Ain't nothing gooder than this.
Ain't nothing good.
I'm gonna be bouncing and getting into my gooder bed.
Ain't nothing gooder than this, man. Sit out there by that good wall.
It was time. It was definitely time. Real talk. It was time.
It's all good, bro.
What you mean, man? What you talking about, Ray? I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
A different language.
I'm serious.
I'm old. I work a lot.
I'm old. I work a lot. Work a lot, yes.
That's a lie.
I know,
and
right?
The truth ain't in you.
Them lies came out so good.
Listen,
he had AB.
Dude, I worked really hard today. I took a 2-hour nap.
AB said, "Yeah, he sure be working."
I did. I worked at taking a nap.
Yeah, bro.
He sure be working.
Sure be working, bro. He sure be working. And no, hey, he ain't nice like boss.
Man, I call Ray. What you doing, Ray? Just laying up here looking at The Simpsons. Oh my God.
Dang,
Ray.
bro. I was trying to paint the good picture.
Hey man, listen. No, the good picture is he don't have to work hard. His hard day is having to get up and go get coffee in the morning.
Well, the coffee is right in the kitchen.
No, that's Holly's. I tried to take some and I got yelled at.
Okay, well then you have to go take a drive.
Oh, yeah.
The best part of waking up.
It's not in his cup.
Hey man,
is driving with his cup.
Right.
Ching.
Look, ISA. I'm
Good life.
seriously, it's getting gooder.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. You got to spell that with U's.
It will use. It gotta have U's in that.
You got to
gooder.
have U's.
Gotta have some
G-U-U-D-E-R.
Gotta have some
Gooder.
U's in that gooder.
That gooder.
That gooder. Matter of fact, it's G-U-U-D-U-R. It's all
Look.
U's.
Oh my God. Hey, whatever you get, show, get ready for a spring trip to Texas. What you looking up for?
I'm trying to think what y'all classify as spring.
Midwest spring.
Okay.
March 4th.
Is that
Okay.
spring?
That ain't spring.
That's like the end. That's the end of winter coming into
I'm
spring.
like, I don't know.
Hey, We've had
It's like-
warm weather.
it's like-
We've had warm weather in March.
Yeah,
it's like
not that
March,
long.
April, May. Because
We've also had snow in May.
but summer
Yeah.
is in June, so it's like March, April, May.
We've also had years where it snowed on Halloween, and we're in 80-degree weather right now.
You know what? I'm good with that. Now that I think about it, that don't bother me because I'll be in the M. It won't matter.
But,
Yeah,
March,
he'll
but
be in
March
the
4th. But March 4th is technically still part of that window. Like this, is the last part. Of
It
that window.
really
You gotta,
is.
You gotta like March 20th or something.
Galleria.
Yeah, you gotta wait till March 20th or something like that.
Yeah, you gotta wait to the end of March to almost feel free.
Just realize as you get down further past Texarkana, it's warmer.
Yeah, it's gonna warm up.
Yeah, once you get past like St. Louis, is gonna start warming up.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Gooder. Oh my God. Yes. No, I think that will be fire.
Ugh.
Going to
Stop
Austin.
yawning, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna stop at Bucky's.
Yeah. Oh, gotta stop it, Bucket. I just had to meet y'all up there then.
There you go.
Man, they got a Buc-ee's in Florida now. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bucket's
really?
trying to be everywhere.
They popping up. They're supposed to be putting one in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I heard there's one up there. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Now, how come we didn't go on Saturday?
Is it
How-
up or are they building it?
Because I was not thinking about Bucky's after being on my feet for 4 hours.
Well, why
I was
not?
looking forward
That's
to that drive home.
unacceptable.
I was looking forward to. Why you didn't think about Bucky's?
I didn't know about it.
I don't know where it's not there yet. They're building.
Oh,
What you do for 4 hours?
Walk around that house on the rock.
Oh,
That place was quite interesting.
it was a mind trip.
Literally. Literally.
I never knew people actually put carpet on the ceilings.
Well,
He said, well.
they got a place like that in Chicago.
He said, well.
and then what carpet?
Yeah.
Shag.
It was like
Actually-
a light shade. It was soft to the touch.
Yeah.
Soft.
The one living room you walked into, AB, it literally looked like you walked into a room from Boogie Nights.
Literally.
Boogie night. Did y'all dance?
Damn.
You gonna dance? You gonna dance?
What Mrs. Show at? She would have really got on that one. There, she'd have been all over that one. I promise you.
Man, she is tired. She been ripping and running all day.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh, all these hard-working folk. I tell
I don't know
you.
why.
I know, right?
You said that, ripping and running all day. I immediately thought about that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode. Like, girl, your feet got to be tied.
Cause you been running
through my mind all day.
Yes.
Didn't Jerome say that too?
Yes.
You probably did.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, he sure did. I guarantee he said. Oh my God. What you yawning for, Ray?
Tired.
That hard work that caught up with him. You know, it's not easy to curl the remote control 7 times a day.
Wait.
I curl it more than 7 times a day.
That's a bad response.
It further justifies the point. It further justifies his point.
Just kill my image of you, Ray.
Yeah, he was team hard work Ray all until you said that.
You said that. I was like, well, I never.
You're
all good, bro.
That's how I was feeling after I ate that big, humongous double cheeseburger and all that other stuff.
Jeez, what's the other stuff?
What else did you get?
Some
Jalapeno
pulled
poppers?
pork, French fries, melted cheese, and
Did you say pulled pork?
I did.
Pulled pork,
Damn.
French fries.
Why did you
Yeah,
do that?
we got it from Cattleman's. That's what I was telling you about.
Man, I could use some pulled pork. I could use me a pulled pork sandwich.
No, I thought they had pulled
You could
pork.
probably turn this into a sandwich.
No, not a sandwich. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
I don't eat no
Sandwich.
sandwiches.
They different.
That sandwiches are the one that there's no crust with cucumber and mayo. That's sandwich.
Sandwich are good.
I like
Sandwich?
sandwich.
Sandwich?
Sandwich.
They're gooder.
They're gooder. They're so much
Sandwiches are
gooder.
good.
They're fire. They straight fire.
They are definitely gooder. God dog
I
it.
got you, man. I got you. Well, I ain't trying to hold y'all any longer. I ain't trying to hold you, Ray.
No, you're good, sir.
Okay.
Don't want
It's
you.
good seeing you and talking with you.
Okay. I ain't no man. You know, I
The
thought I
man,
might
the
make-
myth, the legend.
thought
I mean,
might
I'm
make
still,
two
I'm still
cats
waiting on
together.
your phone call, so I figure you forgot about me.
What phone call?
When you told me to send you my number, you'd give me a call, and you never did.
He forgot about you.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember that, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because when I tried calling you on Instagram, and you said with everything that you got caught up that you don't check it much, and then I sent you my number. You said, "Got it. I'll give you a call later."
Don't worry, it's still later.
That's an auto reply. It's still
It's only
later,
like six months ago. It's okay.
but it's still
I
later.
have one of those. I have one of those bots.
It's an auto reply.
I have a companion.
Oh,
he did-
God.
It didn't talk to me.
your
My
assistant,
bad, bro.
Your assistant needs to be docked.
My system needs to be recalibrated.
Yeah.
You know, I got AI assistants. It needs to be
You know, that's
recalibrated.
something I do have that full version of chat on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
What you did,
Boy, it's dope,
wearing
man.
those bolts, I was like, I never even thought about that. I'm
Whoa.
sitting there Googling stuff. Use the AI tool.
Yep. I use it every day for the most part. Every day.
I need to start really exercising that AI tool, man.
Yep.
I have it. I paid for this version of it. I might as well use that doggone thing.
Should. Should. Yeah.
When you asked that and it was able to explain, hold up, I'm gonna tell you the part that got me was how you asked the question. It wasn't like a one-liner,
Mm-mm.
and it was multiple parts.
Mm-hmm.
And it came back and gave you a response to both everything that you asked. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm working harder.
See, when they talk about being able to prompt the AI, that's what they mean. So when you ask it the question, if you ask a very generic question, it's going to give you a generic answer. So you have to be more specific to the thing that you're asking so they can give you a more specific answer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm literally going to shift gears because I will Google it, and right now Google is using Gemini, not Gemini.
Gemini is it?
Gemini is it?
That's Gemini, yeah.
Yeah.
So Google uses Gemini, and that's usually the first response you get when you Google something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have the app on my phone and I haven't used it, so I'm gonna start exercising that,
Yes, sir.
and see what I can get out of it. Like just for the random things. I'm gonna have to. I really got to exercise this and see how can I maximize my use of this tool that I have that I'm paying for here.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. It makes a ton of sense.
Yep.
Power on this phone. I'm about to kill my phone. Come on, buddy.
I'm sure Chris will make an appearance on the show more often.
Huh?
Chris, Chat GPT.
Oh yeah.
It'll make an appearance more often.
It makes sense. And as I go through, especially with the stuff that I plan on doing with this thing, it's probably going to show up as well, at least for that perspective, especially when I start landing on rebuilding Liberty. It's probably going to really come in handy then.
I thought you was rolling that thing to the dumpster.
Man, you never heard that. Not from me. That was your plan.
That was the whole thing, replacing Liberty, wasn't it? Like,
it is replaced.
To say
I can't drive Liberty.
To put your hat over your heart, like, 21 gun salute.
Pushing Liberty overboard. We're gonna set Liberty on fire.
Push into the valley. Push into the valley, man.
Like, no, he
give it back to nation.
Get it out.
Give it back to
never
nation.
Come out of the valley. I go down in the valley.
That's what I'm saying. Give it back to nation.
Go back. Ashes to ashes. I shall not have Liberty rust out in my valley.
It was a good Jeep.
Think about it. It could be a garage fire like 20 years from now.
It was a good Jeep.
It was a good Jeep. Goodbye.
It served its purpose to let it just roll out in the valley.
You know them scenes, those 70s, 80s show like Magnum PI and stuff. Stuff was going off the cliff.
Look, it rolled on this side, and then like 30 years from now, we trying to figure out how the tree grew through it.
I do not want a hillbilly property. I shall not have a dead Jeep on the property. That is just not an option. Not in the valley, at least. We'll work it out in the driveway.
I'm just saying, that's what I thought was happening. I thought like we replaced some Liberty.
We've replaced Liberty for the BMW.
People's trolling, pulling up, taking their hat out for say 24-hour record service on the side of it. He was a good Jeep. He got me through some harsh winters, but unfortunately, it's time to move on.
Man, oh boy.
I mean, where I'm at right now, I do want to do a rebuild on it. If that changes, then we'll get rid of it. But right now, I do want to do a rebuild. I have an idea for a rebuild.
That's disrespectful to the BMW in the driveway.
Oh no, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
They're not in the same.
You go tinker on the wrench on a truck, and he's sitting there like, "What about me?"
No, he's gonna be like, "When you're ready to rip and run, just come holler at me."
He's like, "Stop touching that old thing."
I'll be here.
Look, he's gonna be sitting there. He's gonna start hearing "No Flame." We just start playing at the back of the Jeep.
But Joe, don't you have a car that doesn't run just sitting in the driveway?
Not at my house.
Oh, it ain't at your house. Oh God!
But it is sitting in the garage. But you know how that goes. Like, that's where he parked it. It's been sitting there ever since.
Yeah, I do want to explore other options for Liberty. So as we go through this little journey, I'm going to enjoy the crap. I gotta come up with a name for the 500. I mean the 500, the X5M, and then
you can call it Gemini, call it Google.
What am I gonna call it? Google.
Call it Taxi.
Uber.
Hey, what's the good side chick name since he's still trying to be Lord of Liberty? Matter of fact, let's call it side chick.
Oh Lord.
That's
Omar's car. I can't have two vehicles named like other people's cars.
Amber?
That's Amber over there. That's what we're gonna start calling Amber.
Becky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. There you go.
Right.
Not Becky. No.
Becky with the good
Monica.
No.
There you go. Matter of fact,
Monica.
let's get her friend's name. Call her Rachel or Phoebe.
Nah, it's a boy.
Uh-oh. Joey, because it's just like dumb. Like, what happened?
Oh no, BMW not dumb.
It's dumbfounded right now. Like, you still touching Liberty?
That thing looks so beefy, man. Oh my god.
Why don't you call it Butch?
I'm just impressed
What's the
every
jock
time I
name
just
now? Now
walk
we
out
looking for
there
jock
and
names.
look at that thing, huh?
I say now we're looking for jock names. What's jock names?
Joe.
Brock.
Yeah, there you go. Call
Call
it Brock.
JB.
JB.
You got to come up with the name, man. Cause mine just M.
Hey,
Period.
here it is. What was old boy name from Saved by the Bell? And we ain't talking
AC
about
Slater
There you go. Call it Slater.
or Screech?
Slayer.
No, you can't call it Screech.
Slayer.
A porn star? Why we gonna do that?
Slayer?
Slater? Screech was the
Slayer.
one that did porn,
Yeah,
didn't
Slayer.
Yeah, Screech was the skinny geeky one. We talking about the jock that was on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Mario Lopez.
No, I don't want to call it Mario Lopez.
No, that's who Slater was.
Call it Cole.
Call it Diddy.
Joey.
Call it No Diddy.
All right, Rob, with baby all in my car.
Why this man got a case of Johnson and Johnson back here? Talking about
I'm so
swole.
done with y'all.
Talking about him swole. Him downstairs.
I
Every
know,
time I
right?
get out the car, I'm out there. Take that.
Don't do that, man. Don't ruin my image.
Well, then you would have to change Zeus's name then. You'd have to have Diddy and R. Kelly.
No.
No. You about to get this live banned.
Mm-hmm. Kale's in the
Yeah,
building.
no, we ain't doing that. I know, right? Get this notice. You have been demonetized. Like, what?
Got fade to black.
Oh no, ain't no fade to black. You remember how TV show when my TV went off?
Yeah.
Old school and had that little dot in the middle.
Yeah.
That's where they go to pew.
I thought
Just
about
call it Gooder.
Thought about Apollo.
You need a truck to call it good.
That wouldn't be a bad.
Apollo?
Yeah, because he don't want to call it Creed, so I get it.
Nah, it's a Greek god, man. It's
No,
like
Apollo.
Zeus.
Nope, it's Rocking Apollo.
Oh, I see you.
He's like, Rocky. He's like, nope, I don't care what you call it.
Apollo,
When I think
Apollo
of Apollo, I
Creed.
think
It's
of
Apollo
Rocky.
Creed.
He's like, nope. I hear nothing else.
Let me
Nope.
see.
Matter of fact, you might look called the Russian. What was the Russian name?
What was his name?
I have no idea. I don't want to call it Poseidon because I don't want it to get wet.
Oh. I'm like, get wet. What?
He was the god of the sea.
Yeah. Got it. I don't know. I guess you're gonna find something up there in the galaxy.
Yeah, we're gonna work something out.
Yeah, because I still haven't figured out a name for mine. So
Yeah, you behind on several cars.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I got the Vet, the Camaro, and all that stuff to name.
Get in and drive it. How about that? I call it drive it. What's his name? Drive it.
No,
Drive
we
it.
call it Sade because it ain't gonna be that long. Hey, Sade.
All his cars named Shorty.
I'm just saying, well, my car's side chick. They change so quick.
The Vet is gonna be Shorty. The Camaro gonna be Lil Bit. That's how long you gonna have them.
Oh man.
When you gonna replace that one? A little bit
Shortly.
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 Now I'm gonna have to come up with a name. I'm gonna figure something out, man. It's gotta work across the board. Gotta work across the board.
Fair enough. Jeez.
All right, man. We can wind down, man. We did 3 hours on this thing.
All right, ready?
All right.
We let Ray get him some rest.
Well,
You know, he got
most of us did 3 hours on here.
Yeah,
All right.
he showed up kind of late.
Look at
I don't know how to point.
AB got more seat time right now, bro. You what? You came all hung out for 15 minutes and bounced. AB.
No, I
AB
came on to
got-
give you a good 52 minutes. I was gonna say I got a hot 50 to give you real quick before I got to jump in the meeting, but
Okay.
we just jumped into a nice conversation. But
Oh, good. Welcome back to the show, bruh. We missed you.
appreciate you. How they say, welcome back, welcome back,
Welcome
welcome back.
back.
Your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome.
Hey.
back.
Real quick, guess what? I had the tune. I can't think of it now, but the tune came up in my head the other day, and I looked it up to see what sitcom it was or what show it was back in the day. The Greatest American Hero. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the tune that came up in my head. Boy, I was singing it like all night. I was like, wait a minute, let me go see what this was.
Well,
So I went
wait,
to
what
YouTube
was
and
the
just
tune?
watched Nostalgic.
What was the tune?
I can't remember. I
You
can't
got, this,
remember.
you got this chat GPT AI can't ask the
Hey,
question.
hey. I didn't need Chat GPT for my own brain, bro. Damn.
Oh,
Leave it to show to take the
You're supposed to be like, hold on.
oh
Look at
my
that tune for Greatest
God.
American Hero. Verse 7, hook 3.
In B minor. Oh God.
Oh, add a little reverb, please. All right.
There
thank
you go. There you go. Can you do that to a bounce beat?
Oh,
Right.
my God. See, y'all doing too much.
Little
See
bit
if I
like
bring
opera
up
style.
Greatest American Hero again.
Oh God. All right, man. We're gonna we can wind down, man. Now I feel like I'm gonna be in this rabbit hole of trying to find a name for the truck now.
Well, you go right
I
ahead.
got you one, man.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I do, man. I had good names.
You no.
Don't listen to him.
I'm not.
What you talking about? Call
Not-
it Maximus
not at all.
Aurelius.
I don't even
Say
know
that
what that
again?
is.
Call it Maximus Aurelius.
And what is that?
Oh my God.
Who is that?
He's a gladiator
Of what time?
of the Gladiator movie.
I thought you were talking about the Gladiator TV series back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh my
That's what I was
God.
thinking. But from the movie? With the one with Russell Crowe?
Yes.
This dude ain't got no sense whatsoever.
Don't call him that. Do not call the X-Fi that. Because
No.
so whoever you say that around gonna look at you the same way. Like
They're gonna be like,
and you gonna say Gladiator. Like Rome?
No, they saw the movie. They don't understand the answer. They're like, oh, that's hot.
that's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna say.
That's like you. That's like you. See, it's not the same. You saying it like it's like if I say call him Michael Myers. They like Eminem? No, not Eminem. Michael Myers. Because you say Eminem, they're gonna think about playing the chocolate or with the cut, or they're gonna think about Marshall Mathers. You gotta.
What?
Only thing I'm thinking of with Michael Myers is do.
Right.
Oh, exactly.
That's what you need to call this truck because it's just it's a mystery. It pops up when you don't think it's gonna be there.
I'm gonna tell you what I love.
No.
It's weird.
No.
I feel like I am invisible. Like people
Probably
don't see
don't.
me. I'm so used to being seen in the vet that I'm in this car. Nobody pay attention to me. It feels so weird.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
good thing.
They like "Look, who's Grandpa in the X5?
No, they don't even look at me. Somebody gonna say Jay's grandpa.
Mhm.
They don't even look at me.
If you got a navigator, they'd have called you Pop for real.
They can't see me. The team is dark enough. They can't even see me in there.
Gee.
They're like, who Pop is that?
Jades.
Oh, I'm done.
I'm
Took
just
me out.
saying. I'm
You
just
took me
saying.
out with damn Gladiator. I'm just gonna say that.
Bruh. Bruh.
Gladiator.
You got to be on your toes, man. You can't just be sitting
I
on
forgot.
your heels when that
Call it
boy
Day.
starts
Just leave
talking.
it alone.
No.
Day
Day. Day. I'd rather call it Debo before I call it Day Day.
But
So
Day
what
Day,
you-
but everybody get the reference with Day Day. They're just like, because they're like them tens, but you keep it clean though, right?
What that Joker said about that doggone
They
three
no
series.
15, but they 10s, but I keep them clean though.
Hey, just call it Miss Johnson.
I'm just saying.
No. You,
But I'm just saying,
although,
you say Day Day, everybody gonna be like,
although
they gonna be like, oh, that's hot, Joe. You
the
gonna
booty
get
on
down.
that
It
day.
need to be black though for Day Day. Jeez.
Or Smokey.
No.
Nah, don't call that.
Big
That's
thing.
the
Worm.
last thing I want to call a
Do not
BMW.
call it Smokey.
Call it Big Worm.
That's the last thing I want to call a big BMW. It's smoky.
Big word.
I
Big
feel like I'm
worm.
setting myself up for failure.
What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm.
I know, right?
You got my money, Smokey? Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh,
1,
200,
2,
300,
3.
400,
You gonna turn it over?
I may have to. I may have to call it.
Brother, stop playing with me, Smokey.
I might have to call it Deacon.
Yeah, me and
Debo.
Craig smoked it up. Why you gotta put my name in there?
He said, man, if I don't have his money or his bud, he gonna kill both of us, man. Wait a minute, how you gonna kill me?
Oh, God.
Oh, I gotta watch that again now.
I know. I feel like I gotta go watch it.
I was watching it earlier, so
Man, my mama gave me that check.
they had the whole marathon thing going on it earlier.
I have to go
Oh
watch
man,
it,
I gotta
man.
see
I'm
it.
gonna have to go watch it.
That's my
I
favorite.
might have to go give myself a refresher tonight.
I'm telling you, that is my favorite.
Man,
Boy,
that
John,
movie
what
is
you
so
You got a
funny,
lot of great
man.
names, man. You call it Big Worm. Like I said, you got a lot of good names, man.
No, I have not gotten any good names yet. The best name I got is Debo.
No, what's the other one?
I think I call it Deacon Debo.
No, what's the other one? Who got his nuts crushed?
Why?
Wow, who?
From Friday After Next.
But why? Why would I
Oh,
want-
Terry Crews.
Yeah, what was his name in the picture?
Let me ask you this, man. So why would I want to call my call after dude
That joke
that was going after a boy? Yeah, I know it is. Damon is his name. I am a boy, Damon. I am a boy, Damon. I do not call it. I am not calling my car Damon. I gotta admit that is funny though. I am not calling my car Damon. No. I am a boy, Damon.
That Joker said, hey, he said, watch out, I'm working with a monster.
Your hands, these pliers, I got to go. I ain't touching the pliers.
I'm now working with a monster. I am a boy, Damon. Oh my God.
Oh man.
No, I shall not call the Damon. There's nothing about Damon that's appealing to me.
I think that's a great name, Frank.
It's a horrible name.
Man, do not do that to your truck, man.
We're gonna let you. You gonna name that doggone that
Okay.
Range Rover Damon?
Wow,
my
we're gonna call
God.
it Scar. How about that?
God, man, that
We'll call
was
it
terrible, bro.
Oh God,
That was terrible. What's
Absolutely
that?
horrible.
What's
absolutely horrible.
the one that got his nuts crushed?
Not only that, but he was trying to get at a boy. Why would I want a vehicle that likes boys? I am a boy, Damon.
That's messed up, man. That is so messed up, show man. Show
Boy, it's so dumb.
Look, man.
He got no sense,
I was just trying to think of symbolic names. That's all. Like stuff when you hear it, you're like,
bro.
ah.
No sense
No,
whatsoever.
bro. No, bro. Don't call it Damon. Please don't.
Oh my God.
Please don't. Goodness.
Damon is not an option. Let me just say that right now.
It's not an option.
No,
Okay.
not even close. It is not an option. Oh my God, this dude ain't got no sense. So no. Something wrong with you, man. Something is terribly wrong with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was a great name for your truck.
Really? That's what you thought? Oh God.
That's terrible. I can see that whole scene right now.
I
God.
know,
Bro,
right?
me too.
Oh my
Hold
God.
up, partner. Working with a monster. Wait up now. Hold up. I am a boy, Damon. I am a boy.
Hey, what did he say? He threw the water. Ooh, good. I like my fish squirming. He pulled the phone back. So, what did you do? What did you do? We got the kid. We got the
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Oh man. Oh. Man, all I'm gonna say is that Terry Crews is a fool, boy.
kid. Yes, he is.
That boy is a fool. Hey, how about when
Okay,
somebody
period.
white chick?
That's all I was gonna say. What was his name of White Chick? So we can go that route.
Oh, I forgot his name, but old girl. Well,
That
pretend
fool
to
was
be
over
old
there
girl.
like that. How you
Play
do that?
doing
Oh, how you do that?
Doing that whistle.
He said, how did you know?
Oh God.
That
Oh,
joker said, hey, you gotta go get your own.
Brother, this is mine. You got to get your own. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
This
Oh,
don't make no sense.
So I guess
I need
Romy
some help.
Rome is out too, huh? Romy
What'd
Rome
What'd you
is
say?
gone.
Yeah, Rome ain't. Yeah, that ain't
Oh,
even an option. That ain't even an option.
What about
bro,
Otis?
man.
Oh God.
What about Otis?
Oh God. No. Really?
I'll add in Milo while we're at it.
That was gonna call that Cadillac Otis. That's gonna be that Cadillac name is Otis. We're
I
gonna
already,
name
I
the
already,
Cadillac
I already,
Otis.
I already got his name picked. See, that's the
What's
thing.
his name?
I'm not telling you because you ain't stealing.
I ain't gonna steal it.
No.
Cadillac ain't gonna be the same name. Anything I pick right now.
Well,
I think you should just go with
got my
Otis.
car next name. I already got the
I
name.
think you need to just go with Otis. Otis fits with Cadillac.
Well, y'all need help.
I think you need to get Otis license plate too.
Why don't you call it Apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
Is that from the
No.
movie too?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I ain't even got a name for you right now, bro.
got a
Bro,
couple.
it's like when I tell you nothing comes to mind, I have no idea. I got to come up with something though.
What was
It's got to fit. You know what I mean? It's got to fit. It's got to fit. I'm gonna get there,
Y'all done hurt me over here.
bro. You
I ain't hurt.
that whole Damon got my chest hurt.
Damon was just
all this
done, bro.
right here, my
Yeah,
teeth,
this
and
done.
this.
Yeah, like right up in here. But
This
yeah,
don't make no sense. No sense whatsoever.
but no, man.
Woo.
I'm telling you, that's a
need
great
help.
that's a great name. Though, I'm telling you.
Man, don't call that truck Damon.
They ain't gonna happen. I shall not pick any name that show have
Okay.
put on this video.
Okay, what about Clarence? Because you know Clarence came from really nice parents.
Clarence is another good name for the Cadillac. Either
Clarence came from
or
really
Otis.
good parents. You know what I'm trying to say? He had both of his parents.
That's crazy. My jaw hurt for real. Like
Yeah,
I
I need another cigarette now.
feel it got to work out.
Bro, you need some help.
He need help for real.
That boy needs some help, bro.
I'm not the one coming up with names like Otis and all that. You know.
Oh my God, something is wrong with him.
You muted, show.
You muted,
You
man.
are.
I can't hear you. It's got to be your headphone, maybe.
You know now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Too many mute buttons on this thing.
Jeez. Oh
My goodness,
God.
man.
All right, let's try some transformer names. What about
No.
Surge, Sideswipe,
No. No.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Primal? What was the other one? I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of symbolic names. You can't call it Jazz because he ain't that,
Starscream. You're not gonna do a Decepticon.
Call it Megatron.
No.
Shockwave. No, because then they trying to
Voltron.
yeah.
Oh, you said Shockwave. I like Shockwave.
No, but see, Shockwave got a whole car club, so you can't do that because I'm like, hey, you just trying to fit in.
God, Lord knows, I definitely don't want to call it that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Good
God.
with Shockwave all the way.
Y'all need help.
Call it Simba.
I told him to call it Scar, but he ain't want to. Pumbaa. Pumbaa would be a good one.
Pumbaa. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
No worries.
Or Simone.
For the rest of your days.
Call it Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Ooh. Say it again. Say it again.
Joker said, Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
Say it again.
Oh,
he said, I cringe at the name. Mufasa.
No, call it Rafiki, Joe.
Rafiki.
That's not, Joe.
Hey, remember how Rafiki cracked that thing open?
Yeah. Look beyond what the eyes can see.
I kind of like Rafiki.
You sent my son chasing metaphors.
Oh my God. Nah. No. Bro, you need some help.
He need help. But the fact that we going along with it is a problem too.
I guess we part of the problem. We just as bad.
Just encouraging it.
Call it Sugar Ray. Call it Sugar
Now my head hurt. Oh,
now we back to Harlem Nights. Call him Sugar Ray. What was call it quick, Joe. Call it quick. Bam.
Quick?
Yeah, quick.
I don't want people to think I'm trying to insinuate anything.
Oh.
What? Call it slow-mo.
Claude. How about Claude?
Who?
Claude. Claude and Ray?
Claude. Claude?
You talking about life.
Oh, Claude.
Jangling. Call it Jangling.
I like Rufus. Call it Rufus.
Jangling.
Ain't nobody picture who on the job.
I know, right?
Oh my God. Bro, there's so many references. That is crazy.
I'm just telling you, any one of them be a hot name because it's gonna trigger something.
No, I think we're gonna say that for that Range Rover.
Dude, you gotta trigger something like you gotta be symbolic.
Symbolic, huh?
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, I'm gonna bounce.
Where you
All right,
bouncing to? Where you bouncing to?
Bad.
All right,
Bed.
man.
What's my
Bed's
boy name?
overrated.
But don't be pitching Woo on the job over there.
Why don't you call it Mike Larry?
you and your remote curls.
This one will probably be about 4 curls and that's it.
And them sofa sit-ups.
Hey,
Switch it up.
Don't forget them sofa sit-ups.
Oh.
hey, call it
That's
Mike
tomorrow.
Larry.
Mike Lowry.
Call it Mike Larry.
Mike Lowry.
Oh my Lord.
Or just call it show.
No,
Nah.
don't do that.
If it was white, we could call it snow, but
Yeah, we don't have white. It's gray, so we're gonna call it
know.
cloudy,
Foggy.
foggy. The nickname I caught.
Grease.
you can call
Over-
it Shaq. You
Grease.
can call it Shaq. Call it
Call it
Steve.
grease.
It's gonna be called inclement weather.
Nah. Call it Greece.
Call it Silverhawk.
Greek
It's
lightning.
It's great.
Lightning.
Spanish, Espanol.
Yeah. Technically, smoky would be good, and it's almost smoke gray.
Smoky.
So Smokey
Actually,
will work.
Smokey wouldn't,
Smokey
other
would
than
be
the
good.
other. You gotta understand, man.
Oh yeah, well, we did say Smoky at first, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's something about saying Smokey with an X5M, or any big motor from a BMW. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, Smoky not good. That's like understanding why Nova didn't sell in South America. I
There
think it
you
was a
go.
deal.
There you go. Yes. Yeah.
No go.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Well, that marketing team got blackballed. They got blackballed from the automotive group.
You
will never name
give a
another
car
car.
a name that will not sell in the entire country.
Call it Turbo. Or better yet, call it Tebow.
I'm done.
Man.
All right, gents. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. You ain't
Later.
gotta say Tim, just call it Tebow.
Nah.
Oh man, no. We're gonna be on here another 3 hours trying to figure out a name.
No, we ain't. Because I ain't going with none of them names.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you good names. All right, you want something like symbolic, like a what's the king of what's the god of like jokes? I forgot his name.
Joker?
No, the god of jokes. Like call it Loki, the king of mischief,
The king
the god of mischief, the god of mischief. And it goes two ways, Loki, and it's low key.
That's kind of
Napkin drop.
He done sold it going down,
that was kind of clever. I gotta
That
hand it to you. That was pretty clever, man.
He backed away from the screen on that. Like,
I like how you did that.
Napkin drop.
I think you amazed yourself on that one. That was quite clever.
that was it. That was it. You got it on that one.
I'm saying
That was clever.
that's a howl.
Goodness.
That was pretty good, man.
All right, y'all done. I got to take another shower. Y'all done sweated me out. Well, I done sweated over here laughing so hard. Yeah, Lee.
I'm sweating over here right now, bro.
I'm just trying to help my brother out, man. I got these hot names. He don't want to take any of them.
Here we go. You're gonna have to hold some of them for that Range Rover.
All right. Did you see the No, I won't say that. I was gonna say what was his name? Oh, it was Kane. Never mind.
Menace to Society.
No, I wouldn't think about that. I was talking about the new Marvel series. They dropped the old boy from to sit with the old girl, but his name was Kane in the movie.
Oh,
Why don't you call it Goliath? Afraid David gonna run with the sling? It's an M
Like
with
it's waiting to
power.
lose.
See, I knew you were gonna say that because you think somebody gonna run with a slingshot. You're like, oh, that's a good name, Goliath, Joe.
that is a terrible name.
It's a horrible name.
It's not a What
That
you
is a
want?
horrible name. That's a horrible name for a Christian. My truck is still a Christian.
What you want to call it, Sebastian?
Sebastian.
Never in the story.
I'd rather call it Paul than anything else.
Oh,
I call it Paul before I call it that.
Peter Piper picked peppers.
Paul's my
man,
guy.
I'm about
Paul
to
is
Peter
a
Piper
beast.
pick pepper and get out of here. God
You wanna-
dang you.
You know,
We're about to run through Tinkerbell, Peter
Oh,
Pan.
my
no,
God, listen,
I'm just
bro.
like
Keep
Goliath
my
was a
names,
good
man.
name. Goliath was a great name.
No, it was not.
Goliath was terrible.
Terrible name.
Why? It's an SUV with power.
No,
He
that's
feels
Nephilim.
it can't be defeated.
That was Nephilim.
Well, with that said,
Yeah, I'm right
Call
there
it
with
Gator. Call it Gator then.
I'm rolling.
you. I'm
Call it
rolling
Gator.
because I am not following any of these names from
Call it Gator.
this dude here. Is
Fishing
crazy.
now, bro.
Gator.
All right, Mater.
That's not Mater, man. Hey.
I'm so done. I'm so done. This dude is crazy. I'm not messing with you. I refuse.
Rust-Oleum. You gonna put Rust-Oleum on?
Hey, he should get a bumper.
You
Put
gonna
a
do a
little sticker on the
Rust-Oleum
side.
livery?
All right. What's another?
No more.
Ironhide.
bro.
Ironhide.
No
Ironhide.
more.
No, bro. We
Ironhide.
killing it on that.
No more.
We killing it. Leave studio.
All right, man. Right, man. Can't nothing beat Damon, man. That's the best name we came up with.
David was.
That was pretty.
That's what sweated me out over here. Thank you.
I am a boy.
All right. I am an M series, sir.
That actually, Damon does work.
It does.
It does work.
Because it's
Because
spin off a giant.
when somebody asks you her name and you're like, no, it is a boy.
Right.
Damon.
But no, man, it's still Damon, though. And Damon just.
I know. Where my napkin?
We'll call it Money Mike then. Money Mike. Money Mike. Money Mike.
Money.
Gonna scare people think Magic Mike.
Oh,
Now if they thinking bass music, Magic Mike would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna.
Look,
That's
I done
too
gave
old
you
for
some-
them.
I didn't
They
give
don't
you some
think
great
about no
names,
Magic
man.
Mike like
Call
that.
it Sabretooth.
Hey man, it's
I'm
been
good. You know what? I'm going to figure it out.
How about Mirage?
been real. We're
I'm
gonna
going
be
to figure it
here.
out.
How about Mirage, man?
Hey, we'll see you in these streets, homie.
There you go. That man say, I'm about to go take a shower.
Hey, hold on. I got one good. I got one good.
Down.
He got one more. He got one more. Hey, you know how they shake up the peanut? Hey man, I got one more.
This is a good one. What was the black guy name in Thor? Who put the thing down?
It's Idris Elba, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. His name. That'd be cool.
He was a sorcerer.
What's his name?
I'm trying to remember his name though.
Not Kane. No.
No, it wasn't Kane. Hello, Chat GBT.
Yep, I was just about to do the same thing. I'll let you do it. So you got it already.
I don't have it. I don't
Oh,
believe in that
hold
mischief.
on.
I don't believe in that mischief.
Mischief.
Yep.
Lord have mercy.
You can call him Odin.
No, not Odin.
We know he would call him Thor.
Hey, what was Idris Elba's character name in Thor?
Idris Elba's character in the Thor movies is Heimdall, the Asgardian god who guards the Bifrost Bridge, a portal connecting the Nine Realms. Heimdall is known for his immense strength, loyalty to Asgard, and his all-seeing abilities that allow him to watch over the realms and spot potential threats to Asgard. As the gatekeeper, he's
Okay, that's
crucial to
good.
Asgard's defense.
The history. Oh my God.
See what happened when you just ask simple questions.
Oh my God. You got the history.
Yeah,
Yep. But that's a good name right there.
Heimdall.
Yep, Heimdall.
Heimdall. Nah.
Okay, fine. Call him Nick Fury.
I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you,
All right,
man.
man. Good Lord.
I'm done
I'm
with you,
ready to
bro.
wind down too now. I'm
Man,
good. Hey,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good. I'm good.
it's been real gooder.
Call it Ultron.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna count to 3.
We got some good names
I'm
over here,
in
man.
the studio.
I'm
What
about
you
to
got
set
in
it down. Hey,
baby
man,
face
y'all know how
over
we
there?
do, man. We don't do the norm around here. Look at these names that this dude is calling out here. We'll do the norm around here. Why is that, guys? You were designed from greatness. Because we were designed from greatness, guys, you have the right, the responsibility, and authority to never be average. So, guys, don't be average. Shout out to all our veterans serving active duty, reserve, and retired. Always remember, man, freedom ain't free. I holla.
That is true.
Peace.
Star Fox, Ant-Man, Namor.
Peace out.